Hey, hey, hey,
Louis.
hey. Fire staff is charged, hey. That's just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, the same bird king. Everybody say they want beef. Till they see smoke and they realize that turkey meat don't need no courtesy. Baby encouraged me, I fuck her perfectly. She got me feeling like buddy love. The way that she flirt with me, I swear Miss Purdy got perfect teeth. This is an emergency. I had to drop a few verses. I'm in this bitch blowing purple. She throw that ass in a circle. He got paid cash for a murder. No need to brag if he thorough. Hey, 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 hey,
Louis.
hey. Fire staff is charged, hey. They just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burger King. Everybody say they want beef till they see smoke. Then they realize they rather have turkey meat. Don't need no courtesy. Baby encouraged me, I fuck her perfectly. She got me feeling like buddy love. The way that she flirt with me, I swear Miss Purdy got perfect teeth. This is an emergency. I had to drop a few verses. I'm in this bitch blowing purple. She throw that ass in the circle. He got paid cash for a murder. No need to brag cause he thorough. I'm at your ass like Earl. You know I'm coming with vengeance. This story come to an ending. I made him run cause he timid. He just a bummy pretending. It ain't no fun if the homies can't hit it. But I was too young and too dumb to admit that I only need one woman sucking my dick. She got me hard as a brick. They say it's hard to commit. I move like Florida and I'm slick. Once I record it's a hit. Flow hotter than a pot of grits. Keep playing, I'ma scar you, little bitch. Pardon my French. I might just learn some Swahili. I'm on a journey to freedom. You know it's my turn, I'm a leader. I never turn on my people. I'm just concerned with the evil oppressing people cause they greedy. Depending on them just to feed. Shit it on me, now you need me. Bitch was phony for a reason. It was only for a season. Pulled a plug while he was breathing. They just some motherfucking demons. He said he gotta get even. Now your partners is bleeding. No need for hollering and screaming. Caught in the moment, but still I don't call me on the phone cause I'm in the zone. I can't even understand why we been struggling so long. I'ma fight alone, whether right or wrong. I done paid my dues. Took many losses in these streets. Got fans standing on their feet to hear me speak. I'm not afraid to lose. Cause I done took so many losses till we never get about me. I'm not afraid. First off is Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody say they won't be till they see smooth and they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do. It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Sorry, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that rocking with me. Yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Sorry, man, we got a regular up in this thing. We're good with you, pimping. Shout out to you. Salute to you. Salute to you. Somebody, somebody like this live thing. Bless it, bless. Yeah. I guess you understand me. I guess I've been, enjoying it a little bit, a little more than I thought I would. I ain't gonna lie to kick it. Stop motion. What's good with you, man? Well, the shit has hit the fan. Not only is it a sad day in Black America, it's a sad day in boxing, bro. What's good, baby? Listen, I've been at war with Bud fans for about 2 weeks now. We've been arguing like a motherfucker. And Bud fans, I'm here to tell you, you was right. He said it's all good. Yeah, I like the live a little more than I thought I would. I ain't gonna lie. Pookie Bear, what's good with you? What's good? Say, I've been at war with Bud fans for about 2 weeks. And I've been mad at y'all. Y'all been mad at me. Boy, we've been going at it like pit bulls. Oh, I gotta admit that Bud fans, y'all right about one thing. Oh, Boots is definitely a Bud hater. And Boots fans. Um, I can because I said that I did not Uh, I already saw her. Yeah, she up in this thing. Baby, stay pulling up. She be pulling up. She interrupted my live earlier today, just walked in the room, just snatched the mic. Yeah, David Ruffin my goddamn ass. I ain't never seen a problem with Boost and Canelo. I mean, yeah, I hear that, bro. But I did. Yeah, I heard all that, and I know a lot of people. Like I was telling O'Connell, he was like, "Yeah, man, all these fighters know each other and they cool behind the scenes." Yeah, that's cool. But you just never really see when a black fighter fighting a Russian come over here to the States and help the black fighter and show them the Russian style and show they shit. Only black fighters do you see we stay sharing our sauce. Look at how many black fighters have helped Jake Paul since he started boxing. Ray Ford, bro, I just, these are some of my favorite fighters, bro. Ray Ford, bro, I got a problem with you sparring with Jake Paul, bro, to help him against Tank. I got a problem with it, bro. Nothing too crazy, but then saying he didn't watch the fight. Like, bro, listen, Bud fans, we still ain't gonna ever completely agree, you know, because you motherfuckers is just, we ain't gonna never agree. But one thing I can agree on, yeah, bro, Boost was hating, bro. See, let me say something. Let me just explain how I felt. I felt like Boots wasn't hating on, like, wasn't on no hating shit. He just, like most black, they look up to Canelo, so who finna turn down sparring with Canelo? I looked at it like that. I looked at it like Canelo reached out to Boots, and, you know, just like most black fighters that look up to Canelo, hell, who would turn that shit down? But I still didn't like it. I still didn't agree with it. But when I heard Boots say he reached out to Canelo, dope and dog fool. No, bro, that was some. That was like some. No, bro. That's like that motherfucker with that banana. That was eating that banana on belly when DMX pull up in the Benz, and that motherfucker said, "Yeah, I got something for that motherfucker. I'm gonna have to drop a dime on that fool." Yeah, bro. That's that. I'm gonna have to drop a dime type shit. I thought he was. He said he didn't see it a couple of weeks ago. Let me tell you something, bro. It's like I'm gonna say that one thing Boots and Bud both got in common. Uh, they're not good spokesmen. They put their foot in each other. They'll tell on their damn self while they talking. They'll tell a lie and then tell the truth to the people that they just lied. Like Boots and Bud are horrible at just. I'm like, Boots, bro, you put your foot in your fucking mouth. What? I wouldn't even wanted to admit that shit, bro. You reached out to Canelo? No, pimpin'. When I heard this shit, listen, bro. I'm gonna play the clip, but I'm gonna play the interview. But I just want to play this clip though. I gotta let you hear this clip, bro. When I heard this shit, no, bro. Hold on, but let me say this before I play this clip. Boots could be the face of boxing after Canelo retires. I don't consider Canelo the face of boxing. I don't think he ever was. I think he is a big star though, but I don't think there is a face of boxing. I don't think it's been one since Floyd. Tank and Canelo are both big stars, but they're not the face of boxing. If you ask me, I think Bud the face of boxing right now. If there ever was a face of boxing, ain't that how it's supposed to be? Since everybody been saying Canelo is the face of boxing, with Bud beating him, don't that supposed to make him the face of boxing? You know? His brother Farrell has worked. I heard all that. I'm not mad they getting and giving work. Rashid and his brother. I heard all that. Yeah, I know the story that the boy, his brother, know Canelo and all that third. But that ain't got nothing to do with him reaching out to Canelo. No, bro. Out of all fights, this is what I'm saying. Out of all the times you could have sparred, this is your first. This was Boo's first. It'll be a difference if he came up sparring Canelo. This was his first time sparring Canelo, and you waited till he fighting Bud to finally spar him, bro. When you could have been sparred him. I mean, Bivol beat Canelo first, and he didn't become the face. That's true, but Bivol ain't the star that Bud is. That's the difference of stop motion. I feel you. Bivol beat Canelo, and that shit didn't raise his stock none. He's still been an undercard fighter. Yeah, Bivol can't sell out a goddamn Boys and Girls Club. Yeah, Bivol can't sell. He can't sell 30,000 pay-per-views on his own. But no, Bud is a much. You got to understand, Bud is a fighter that done did 5 pay-per-views. Bivol ain't never did no pay per view. Hell, Bud, his rival, found he doesn't. No, Shawa, we ain't finna do that. You ain't finna act like we didn't see. I can't Remember that shit they tried to say about Devin and Ryan? Yeah, Ryan got caught with Osterine, but we can't unsee what we saw. I can't unhear what the fuck I just heard, bro. You reached out to Canelo, bro. No, we can't. I can't go past that. Listen, bro, I've been defending Boots. And hold on, I want to make this very clear. This ain't got nothing to do with how I feel. I still, how does it feel? Listen, here's a piece to D'Angelo. Yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with how I feel about, hold on, I gotta see Bud and Canelo pay-per-views to determine who to face right now. You gotta understand with Netflix, it ain't pay-per-views. It's like number. I think it was like 40 million people seeing that shit. Only PBC right now is doing pay-per-views. Yeah, it ain't no pay-per-view numbers. It's Netflix numbers. Cause it was on Netflix. 40 million people saw it. No, it wasn't big as Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, but that's Mike Tyson. But yeah, they did over 40 million views. That shit was huge, bro. The world saw Bud beat. Let me tell you something. This how you know when a fight is huge. When you hear your cousins them talking about it on Facebook and shit. Yeah, when you just see black folks just from the hood just talking, oh, Bud beat the shit out of Canelo, and don't even watch, that's when you know that shit is super huge, bro. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, bro, I feel like that was some sucker shit. Listen, I already thought it was some sucker shit even sparring Canelo. But the fact that you reached out to him, that's that shit from Belly when old boy was chewing on that banana, talking about I'm going to drop the dime. That was one of them kind of moves. Listen, but regardless of the moves, fake is fake, real is real, and all that other shit. All these motherfuckers do fake shit. But what I'm trying to say is, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me not still wanting to see Bud fight Boots. That's the only fight for him to me. I don't think there's no other fight. It don't stop that. Man, another thing I want to stop, Bud fan, what you motherfuckers is not finna do, and I'm not finna let you get that shit off. We not finna act like just because I can admit that Boots is a hater, bro, of Bud. I can admit that now. I haven't never admitted it before. Okay, Boots is a hater. He a hater. He showed his true colors. All that there. The boy is extremely jealous of Bud Crawford. But that don't stop me from wanting to see the fight. And I don't want y'all to do like Tank did Devin and Shakur. Cause remember Coach Calvin? Remember how Tank did Devin? He talking all that shit. We just gonna starve him. We just gonna starve. Instead of saying, you talking all that shit, I'm gonna beat your bitch ass up. See, Bud fans, I want y'all to take the approach of, bro, Bud the best fighter in the world. I got him number one pound for pound. I got Boots right behind him though. But man, I fight the best fighter in the world, and this motherfucker steady talking shit. Bud, go on whoop his ass, bro. That's the approach I want to see. I don't want to see that old weird shit we do today. Oh, he just clout chasing off my name. No, bro. Make him stop saying your fucking name. That's the approach I want to see Bud. I would like to see Bud just, okay, he hating like that. Let me go on, whoop his little ass. Let me spank his ass. And I don't want to hear that. Well, Bud, Boost done already turned down 2 offers. Well, send a goddamn third one. Devin and T.O. done been in negotiations 7 different times. And Devin will go in negotiations again with him tomorrow. He ain't gonna stop, bro. These motherfuckers is obsessed with T.O. Bro, motherfucker was trying to act like Jake drew these fans to Netflix and not. Bro, that shit was purely Mike Tyson. That's why I don't like Jake Paul, bro. That motherfucker, bro, he was trained by real white supremacists. I'm telling you, I know white boys like him. He the white boy that can fuck on black women, have a few homeboys, smoking that goddamn gelato, motherfucker sneaking his how to play out the video game. The white boy with money, but he also know how to play on the system. Yeah, whooping on black dudes. Tyron Woodley, Nate, what's the basketball player? He got famous knocking out black people. He got famous fighting black people. When he was fighting Tommy Fury, nobody gave a fuck about Jake. Yeah. He done built this whole shit, and all the black fighters spar him, show him my shit, show him. He can get any black trainer he want. That motherfucker he's the Eminem of boxing. I swear. Boots had the opportunity to fight Bud on BLK Prime. Inducted, he had the opportunity to let him pass him by. Boots could not leave his promotion and go to BLK Prime, bro. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Jake. Yeah, Jay, boy, you talking white privilege. That motherfucker is the definition of white privilege. I ain't bullshitting. No, bro. Listen, people keep talking about that BLK Prime. Boost didn't have at that time, bro. Boost wasn't who he is now. There's no way I think he could have left Showtime and went on BLK Prime, bro. Earl Spence didn't do it. None of the, like, no, bro. I don't think he could have left BLK Prime. I mean, left Showtime to go with BLK Prime. I just don't think that, bro. I really don't think that. I don't think that. And if he did, because I don't believe Boost ever ducked Bud. That's one thing I never agree with y'all on. I think he had promotional problems. No, Pimpin', I don't think he ever ducked. But if he did, bro, okay, T.O. done ducked Devin 3 times, but Devin still want to fight him. Shakur, T.O. already acting like he finna duck Shakur. Like, bro, T.O. ducks. Ryan ducked Devin twice, and Devin still fought him. When Ryan beat Luke Campbell, he was the mandatory for the WBC title with Devin Haney. The motherfucker turned the title shot down and said, I'm gonna go fight Tank. Tank heard that shit, that motherfucker immediately started tweeting. Cause you know he's a tweeting little bitch. That motherfucker started tweeting immediately. I'll fight you, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. That motherfucker sounded like Shakur and Keisha when they was on the phone with Ryan. Hey, Ryan, we know you're not racist, Ryan. Ryan, you gotta stop saying all that racist stuff, Ryan. Because we know you really not racist, Ryan. You not racist. You love black people. I'm telling you, bro, these motherfuckers are obsessed with Ryan and T.O. I swear to God. Goddamn Dre, they up in this goddamn thing. Yeah, bro, listen, Bud fan, what I'm trying to say, and I'm finna play this goddamn clip. What I'm trying to say to you, bro, we need to get out of them times. Like I said, Tank just sent a message to Shakur like a month ago saying, I talking all that shit about me, now you gotta eat without me. Like, that's some whole shit to me. Because you talking shit to me, I'm just gonna say, okay, well now I'm gonna starve you and you ain't gonna get no payday off me. No, it should make you wanna beat his ass, bro. Bud and Boost is a is a spoiled milk fight in my opinion. That fight should have had. Nah, bro, we ain't finna. Come on, bro, stop motion. You on dope and dog food. What good crucial content? No, bro, you can't say it, bro. Earl Spence and Crawford took 6 years to happen. Boost and Bud only been going and back and forth for 2 years. This shit is not spoiled, bro. If Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford wasn't spoiled, Boost and Bud is not spoiled. Ryan begged for that time. No, Crucial, that shit count. That shit is count. Bro, you gonna make me pull up receipts, bro. I'll do a whole live about this shit. Tank responded that night. Bro, I never forget, Devin and Bill was sitting, bro, my memory is very fucking good. Devin and Bill were sitting right next to each other at the Ryan and Luke Campbell fight, and Luke Campbell dropped his ass, and Ryan came back and stopped him to the body, and after the fight, Devin was like, what's up? And Ryan was like, nah, I want to fight Tank first, then I'm going to come back and fight you. Tank tweeted, if not that night, he tweeted the next goddamn day. Tank jumped on that shit quick. So you want Boost to jump to 168? No, bro, Bud ain't fighting at 168. They'll meet at 160. Yeah, 160. Yeah, I don't expect Bud to come down to 54. 160. Yeah, I don't think there's a better fight in boxing. I don't think there's no better fight in boxing outside of Tank and Shakur. Outside of Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis. I don't, bro, let me tell you something. Stop motion. I don't give a damn about no belt. Bud don't need no more belts. This just a passing of the torch fight. Either the big homie gonna win or the little homie gonna dethrone him. Yeah, I don't give a damn. This the kind of fight, bro, it don't even need a belt. Just like Tank and Shakur, that don't need no belt. It don't need to be no belt for it. Like, I don't care if that's for a belt. Or if Bud was to say some shit like, all right, Boost, I want to finish my career by stopping Boost. Get you a fight at 154, fight one of these champions at 160 and get you a title, bro, and I'm going to end my career fighting you. But that's still some bullshit. I don't even think it should be for a belt. Boost just got to 154. Let me tell you something, bro. It's fighters at 147 that'll move up to 160 and fight Bud. Bud is the dude right now. Hell nah, fuck a belt. Yeah, don't nobody care about no belt. If you tell somebody right now, bro, Boost and Bud finna fight next March, ain't nobody gonna say, well, what title is it for the WBC? Bro, don't nobody care about no title when it come to fights like that. Sorry to be off topic, but I'm watching the game, and Wemby is so much better now. He's going off right now, dunking all over AD. Yeah, bro, I was thinking about getting back into the NBA, but nah, overrated. Boost don't want. Bro, Dre Day, bro. Listen, bro. There is no fighter in boxing that's finna turn down a Bud fight. Don't fights bigger than a belt. Absolutely. Bro, I don't get you Bud fans, bro. I just don't understand. I ain't even got to play the clip yet because I'm arguing with you motherfuckers. Listen, bro, I just don't understand where you motherfuckers is coming from, bro. Like, there is no like we could have said this back when he was with Top Rank. Okay, everybody ducking him. Cause I believe Danny was ducking Bud. I believe that shit. I believe a lot of fighters was avoiding him when he was with Top Rank. But bro, Bud is in a position, ain't nobody ducking him now. Nobody care about no boots. If I respect, everybody do, bro. Even the white folks mainstream media talking about it, and you know they don't even like promoting two black fighters fight, bro. Bro, y'all be capping, bro. Nobody care about boot. That's the only fighter they compare. This is the only fight they talking about, bro. When it come to Bud, who else talking about? Who else they saying for him to fight? Nobody else. Nobody, bro. Even mainstream media, they don't even like promote fight like that. But they're saying, bro, that it's the most intriguing fight in boxing. You fuck with this live shit. Yeah, I've been live like a motherfucker. What good with you, Devontae? Devontae Shine. Every freaking night and every freaking day, I wanna freak you, baby, in every freaking way. Nah, bro, yeah, bro, y'all be tripping talking about Boots don't want to fight. Bro, if Boots was nobody's turning down a Bud fight at this point. You thinking the wrong way, Bud trying to save that. I don't want him saved, bro. Nah, bro, we ain't finna get now y'all Jesus. Now y'all Mary and Mary in the land. No, bro. No, bro. You motherfucker. Now y'all care so much about Boots, you want to save him. No, bro, don't save him. Don't save him. Hell no. No, bro. But like I said, bro, if Bud was to retire, bro, I don't care. I just say if he keep fighting, I don't see no other fight that intrigues me like that. It damn sure ain't nothing at 160, and none of them dudes can't even sell out a goddamn a high school football stadium. Boots have had an opportunity, but yeah, when everybody tried to freeze him out, now they gotta carve out their own legacy. I feel that, but my whole point is, if Bud is not gonna retire, what else is there for him to do? That's what I say. I mean, just retire, bro. But if he ain't gonna retire, then I'll be like, okay, the most intriguing fight in boxing is Boots. Would you mother think it's Caleb playing? Would you think it's some ain't nothing at 68? He ain't gonna fight at 68 no more. I could only see him fighting at 60. I want Bud to retire. Yeah, I'm cool if he retire. If he was to retire, you won't even hear me talk about Boots and Bud no more. It'll be a what if. Yeah, it would have been a hell of a fight. No, bro. If he retired, I said after he fought Canelo, I was like, bro, go on retire. You done proved it out. 3-time, first to be 2-time undisputed, first to be 3-time undisputed, first male, because Carissa Shields had already done it. First male, 2-time undisputed, first male, 3-division undisputed. Yeah. I mean, you done got all your accolades. I'm just saying if you ain't retiring. You know, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. I'll be long gone. I want Bud to retire. All right, let me play this clip though, where Boots was talking about that he what you call it. I'll let you hear.
I won't make the same mistake I did last year.
Yeah, I gotta let you hear this goddamn shit. I don't know if I'm most shocked that he offered to spar Canelo or if he told us that he sparred Canelo. Once Bud destroyed Boots, he can never reach the level. Y'all think he is not Mexican. He can't survive. He is not Mexican. Hold on. Once Bud destroyed Boots, he can never reach the level. Y'all think he is. He not Mexican. He can't survive getting knocked. So you saying Mexicans can survive getting knocked out, but black fighters can't? Dre, ain't you? Hold on, bro. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. You saying Mexicans can survive a knockout, but black fighters can't? Let me read it again. He can never reach the level y'all think he is. He not Mexican. He can't survive getting knocked out. Yeah, that's how it sounded to me. Boots Gill said it's crazy, though. Absolutely. The stop motion laughing and shit. Bro, did you really just say that? Did you just say Mexicans can survive knockouts, but black fighters can't? You said if Bud was to knock out Boots, he wouldn't be the same because he can't come back like Mexicans can? Bro, I don't know if you I swear, it ain't enough dope in the damn show. Let me play this clip, bro.
Is that
Hotspur
Wembley?
Stadium.
Oh no, Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah.
We're Wembley.
Wembley is also in London, but bigger. So that one's like 90.
Oh, another thing, because he was talking about a possible fight in the UK and all that there. Another thing I don't get about black fighters in America, they all be so hyped to fight in the UK. I want to go to the UK because they have the greatest fans. We've never seen the UK ever invite a black American fighter over there. We've never seen them really celebrate us like that. I don't get why you motherfuckers be so ants. That's a fact, bro. Sorry to say. Whoa. Hold on, bro. That's a fact, bro. Sorry to say, the world we live in, we hate each other too much. Oh, I get what you're saying. You ain't saying it like Mexicans stronger than us or some shit. See, because how you said it, you're saying that black fans ain't gonna support Boots like Mexicans will after a Mexican get knocked out. But that's still not true because Mexicans don't support Fundora. Before they supported him when he beat Lubin, but then when he got knocked out Mendoza, they throw their fighters away all the time. They don't fuck with Abel Ramos. Nah, bro. I don't respect. I don't think Mexican fans they just as fucked up as us. They just act like they united when they going against us. Anthony won because you gotta know I'm in Texas. I'm from Texas, so I know all about how Mexicans love to try to stick together when they trying to come in our neighborhood or some shit. Yeah, go against a black fighter. We know that's the recipe to them becoming a star. Or most of these fighters. Anthony wanted to bring Wilder over there, but he was too scared. I don't know. You know, I never picked a side in them negotiations with Wilder and Joshua. He'll know exactly, and you might be right. Okay. I never picked a side when it came to Anthony, Joshua, and Wilder. I do think that Eddie Hearn did not want that fight. I think that. But I don't want to. I never really called Joshua a duck, and I never called Wilder a duck. See, that's that black on black shit again. Every time it's a black fighter, it's a duck. Boots duck Bud, Tank duck Shakir, Shakir duck Tank, and Earl duck Bud, and Bud duck Earl. Now Boots ducking Bud, and it's just too much. We only hear about black fighter. Hell, hello, my people from Arizona. I'm from CO. I know about dang Mexicans too. Hold on, CO. I'm from CO, Colorado. Exactly. That's why Canelo the only Mexican star. Yeah, they don't support Mexican fighters, bro. They pick just like we do. You can only have one Dr. King and one, and that's they yeah, Canelo. That's the only fight. They don't support Jesse Bam. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Jesse Bam a better fighter than Canelo, if you ask me. And I ain't talking about resume. I'm talking about straight eye test. Exactly. We hate on each other too much. Yeah, we do. But you know, other folks hate on each other too. The motherfuckers know how to stay in their place. Everybody salute that goddamn flag when that white boy say, "I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free." Everybody bow down. It ain't just black folks. Boots Doug, no, bro. Dope and dog food. Dope and dog food. Yeah, Bam is better. Yeah, Bam better than Canelo. Bam fight like a black fighter to me. He kind of slick, you know. People, you know, I always hated that about motherfuckers act like Canelo was so slick. He wasn't slick, bro. I swear to you. See when he fought a real slick fighter, and Bud made that motherfucker look Euro-ish. That motherfucker beat all the Irish whiskey out that. I swear to God.
That one's like 90,000. Hotspur's like 60,000.
I gotta do Wembley one time.
You want the 90,000?
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
the fight? What's the fight?
They is not letting your black Philly cheesesteak ass fight in no Wembley Stadium, bro. And Eddie Hearn already let you know he ain't finna give up a sacrifice Conor Ben for you, so you ain't getting that fight.
I don't know. Whoever.
Yeah, he's smooth. He good with angles. I really like Jesse Bam, bro. I think he got sauce after Floyd. He kept trying to beat me. Yeah, yeah. He was. I swear, bro. That's when people start saying, Canelo got better after Floyd. See, Floyd was lucky to get him early. See, we don't know if Floyd can beat this era. Yeah, with the head movement, Canelo. Yeah, with the head movement and shit. That shit didn't work on Bud, and the shit didn't work on Biffle. What was the head move? Cause Bill was hitting this motherfucker with combinations and shit. Just head just bouncing back. Where all that slick ass shit at? No, all he could by this bed. Hey, Eddie slicked him up. Eddie looked Boost right in his face. He said, "I want you to beat everybody." He really want him to beat up all the Mexicans, the European fighter. But when it come to Conor Ben, his fellow Brit, no, pimpin'.
We need like a good British foil. I feel like you need like a British guy.
Don't matter.
Big name.
I would love to fight in the UK for sure though, and I think that'd be it. That's when I know I hit like mega superstar like for sure.
Do you want to fight in Riyadh too?
We'll see.
Hey, also, Shawa, I want to know your pick on that Gary Antoine and versus Andy. Because I remember you were saying you liked that Andy Hiroko. Bro, I've been watching Andy more and more. I like that more and more, more and more. I've been watching that mother. I really like Andy, bro. I really like Andy. And I'm a little worried about Gary Antoine, bro. I don't know if he's going to pull that fight off. But that's just a little side thought.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not at the top of the list.
No, yeah, I like London though for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you end up with Canelo?
Okay. You need to watch some more film. Yeah, it's tricky because that motherfucker hit hard and he's super athletic. It's the athleticism and he throw that shit from weird angles. Antoine is independent. I'm hoping after this last fight with Rayo, he got his shit together. Because he can't be coming in with that reckless shit like he did against Puello.
That kind of that was big news when we saw you training with him. How did that happen?
Just our teams reaching out to each other and
you say Gary Antoine, he ain't all that. I'm telling you. I think Gary Antoine Russell one of them that he rise to the occasion. I think he slept on Puello because I think Gary Antoine Russell better than Puello. I really do think that. Puello is actually good. He just make fights look ugly as fuck. Like I said, I thought he barely beat Matias, but it was just he made it kind of ugly. But I see why they gave it to Matias though.
And
Did he reach out to you?
We reached out to him, but I actually used that camp to start my camp.
Okay.
So when I was out there for maybe 10 days. So you basically say 2 weeks. So my first 2 weeks at camp was out there, and I really was out there getting in shape for my own fight, and because we was in Truckee, California, the elevation is 5,800 or something like that up there. So I was actually out there getting in shape.
Book's trying to clean that shit up, talking about, it's the elevation and being out there in California, and it's the breathing and just the I was already headed out there anyway, but I find out Canelo with her, so I just no, bro, you reached out to him because you wanted him to beat Bud, bro. It's okay. And that's why you say you didn't see the fight. Once you seen Bud spank his ass, put feet, hands, a belt to ass, now you didn't see the fight. But then you turn around and say you saw this bullshit ass Danny Garcia fight this past weekend. But you didn't see the fight. Bro, you wanted Canelo to beat Bud and you went out there to help him, bro. It's okay.
For my own fight, and why not go out there and why not go train with, Canelo and me move up in weight,
Did you know that you can have permanent...
Yeah, he tried to clean that shit up. The affiliation is the shit, though. Hey, elevation, my ass. Why his ass ain't been training in California? Why just so happen? Bro, listen, it ain't enough coincidences in the world. Yeah, you just so happen the 2 months before Bud is scheduled to fight Canelo Viva Mexico, you just so happen to want to go to Canelo for the California for the elevation. And since you headed to Cali, why not call up Canelo? Yeah, just get a little sparring in. But he on his way to fight Bud. It just so happened. Boy, it ain't enough dope and it damn sure ain't enough dog food. Boo's a talented fighter, though. I want to see how far he can take. Yeah, I want to see how far he can take it with Bud, Dre. Yeah, that's how far I want to say.
Why not go train with Canelo and me move up in weight, and go hand to hand.
Yeah. How long were you there for?
Like 10 days.
And how was it?
It was great. I enjoyed I enjoyed trucking. I enjoyed the weather, the evolution. I didn't really like feel it. I guess because maybe I was already in like some type of shape or something like that. But I didn't feel it. But when I came back home, everything I did.
One thing I do give credit, that Bud and Boots both got in common. Them motherfuckers live a fighter lifestyle. Boots stay in tip top shape. I mean, they both stay in fucking shape. So that's something a lot of fighters need to take heed. Them motherfuckers stay in shape. Say what you want. Bud and Boot, both of them motherfuckers, you don't never see them looking overweight.
It was super easy. I'm like, it's crazy. I was running 5 miles in like 30 minutes. I'm
like both them motherfuckers is gym rats. That's all Boots do is go to the gym. Boots stay in the fucking gym. And Bud do too. They just stay and if they ain't in the gym, they hooping, they doing something athletic. That's all they do, bro.
Crazy. Like I feel like amazing, and that's something that I think I might do. I think I might take my camp, like my next camp. I might go to like Truckee or like Colorado Springs or somewhere high altitude.
Do you think that you'll continue to train with him, or was it just specific to this fight?
No, that just was just for this fight, and like I said, I used that training camp to, prepare myself for the 154 division. Why not, train with?
So you tell, so it wasn't that you was helping Canelo beat Bud. It wasn't that. You used Canelo to help you beat Lemma, bro. Dope and dog, fuck. Come on over here, Boo. Listen, I just wish Boots had just came out and said, look, bro, I came out there because I wanted to help Canelo because he a part of our team. He been fucking with my big bro. So yeah, I was rooting for Canelo. I've been watching Bud. I know a lot of shit he do. So I figured I could be a help to Canelo to help him beat Bud. Just tell the fucking truth, bro. Boots going out like Earl stopped on his feet after 2 knockdowns. That's fact, man. But I've always said though, I got Bud edge in that fight against Boots. I just think it's a hell of a fight. I don't got nobody beating Bud, bro. If he can beat Canelo, and I think Canelo I think he always been a dirty fighter. I said that before actually. I said the work could help Boots. You talking about the work with Canelo or just working out in California?
A 68 pounder, and get ready and get right.
Did you guys spar?
Yeah, we sparred like 4 times.
Wow, how many rounds?
Probably we did. The first time we did 5. The first 2 times we did 5, and I think the last 2 times we did 8.
Wow.
Damn, they sparred 4 different times. I'm telling you, bro, I guarantee you Boots beat the brakes off Canelo. Said the work could help. I don't think Boots working with Canelo helped him in any kind of fight. Because I think Boots is a much better fighter than Canelo. I'm telling you, bro, just like Bud went from 147 basically to 168 and beat Canelo, I think Boots can do the same thing. Boots could have did the exact same thing that Bud did. Hey, baby, sorry for the late delay, but salute. Salute to you, baby. Salute to you. You was in here earlier and you said salute, though. But yeah, what's good, baby? Anyway, Shawa, no, Canelo, Boots got too much sauce for Canelo. Boots is an athletic fighter. Like, Canelo got good timing. Canelo is a great counterpuncher. So did everyone. Yo, the real and Rashidi. Oh, yeah, Rashidi been sparring with Canelo for a minute. Yeah. Nah, hold on. Nah, Canelo would have beat Boots here. Nah, bro. Boots style a nightmare for Canelo. I think Boots would have got hit more than Bud did. But I think Boots would have beat the brakes off Canelo. They all beat on. Let me tell you something. I guarantee you that motherfucking Cuban at 160. What's his fucking name? The one that beat the shit out of Kyron Davis. I know he beat up Canelo in sparring. he is special too, but not like Crawford. Yeah, bro, Boost special. I honestly think Boost would shock Bud beat Canelo. I do too. I do too. I think Boost was shocked, not because he thought Canelo was better than Bud. It's the weight, bro. That's why most people are shocked. That weight is a motherfucker. Boost can't do everything right for 36 minutes. Bro, he's gonna make mistakes, but I think Boost would get, because Bud could have stopped Canelo. Boost fuck around and stop Canelo. He gonna get hit more and he gonna take more chance. Boost beats the break off Canelo. Fact, he could have did the same thing Bud did to me. And when Earl was dominating at 147 and Canelo was at 160, unifying and shit like that, I think Earl could have moved up to 160 and beat him at that time when Earl was active. His game plan wouldn't be pitch perfect. Nah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. And he ain't got goddamn Einstein like Bomac. I like Bose as a trainer, but ain't nobody fucking with Bomac. I think Bomac a top 5 trainer of all time. Ain't nobody fucking with Bomac. Bomac come up with the perfect game plans, bro. That's why Keyshawn Davis gonna be such a problem. Boost thought he was getting good work with Canelo and realized it's another level. No, Pimp. I think Boost beat the brakes off Canelo and Spawn. And then when he kind of laughed and little shit like that, Boost be telling on himself, man, he beat the brakes off Canelo. I guarantee you that. Canelo too slow, bro. Boost is actually more athletic than Bud. I think Bud's defense is a little better, but Boost is more athletic. Boost can't take it. Boost got a granite chin. When have you ever seen Boost look hurt or anything? And Villa can crack. Stanionis can crack. No, bro. Even people that don't like Boost, you ain't never seen nobody question Boost's chin. Boost is such a dog. That's why people say he get hit too much. Because he don't mind getting hit. No. That motherfucker got a stiff beard. No. No, I think Boost would have beat the brakes off Canelo. I just think he would have got hit more. Yeah, I think he would have got hit more.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Man, I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was good. It was great work. You know?
Yeah.
Bro. Okay. The version of Earl Spence that was coming off beating Mikey Garcia, Kell Brook, Lamont Peterson, and then beat Sean Porter. That version of Earl Spence, bro. Earl Spence had a top 3 jab in boxing. Canelo don't even have a jab. And Earl got a better inside game than Canelo. That's another thing that was exposed about Canelo. Bro, Bud is the first fighter to really expose that Canelo never had an inside game. Inside game, trash. Canelo is a mid-range fighter. He like to keep you kind of mid-range. He don't fight on the inside. Earl would have dogged Canelo on the inside. Dogged him.
Yeah,
the only reason why because Earl, you can argue, got a top 3 inside game in boxing. It didn't work on Bud because Bud, you want to know what Bud trained for that. Bomac had him ready for that. No fighter ever done Earl like that. Normally he worked the body well. Every time Earl tried to dig to the body on the inside, Bud would just take angles and just catch him clean with shit. Bud always was elusive on the inside. He wouldn't never stay still, and he would always create enough space to counter his ass because Bud is the best counterpuncher in boxing. So that's the only thing that fucked up Earl, bro. Any other fighter, if you look, his body work was always effective. That shit just didn't work on Bud because Bud is elusive and athletic.
Seen that?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was good. It was great work. You know? Yeah, it was great work. I appreciate them. You know, let me come down and use their facilities to get in shape for my fight, and it was definitely great work.
Is that something that you like to do? See what other people are doing? You know, link up with other guys, or is that unique? Is that just a thing?
Bro, I can't believe you said Canelo would have destroyed Spence. Dope and dog food.
It kind of happened, and you prefer staying at home.
Y'all better put some respect on Spence night, bro. Y'all really must have forgot. Y'all act like y'all forgot that shit. Y'all forgot who Earl was, bro. And I think Earl's stronger than Canelo.
You think you might do this or want to do this, but historically in your career, is that something you've liked to do or no?
That was like you just said. I just wanted to get out my comfort zone. Yeah. You know, I always train at home. I was like, I'm gonna do something different.
Oh, I didn't see who just sent the super chat. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, Dre Day, salute to you, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Boost talented. I gotta see his heart under pressure. Bro, Boost is a dog. Boost will go out on his shield type fighter. Boost a dog. Yeah, his heart. You want to know what the only thing I question about Boost? Bro, hold on. Bro, no, stop motion, bro. You gotta stop. This is why. See, I gotta break this shit down for you. Earl Spence said it after the fight, bro. His goal was not to stop Mike. Bro, you think he stopped Lamont Peterson, bro? You think he could have stopped Mikey? He stopped Kell Brook, bro. He did not try to stop Mikey because everybody said that Mikey had a high ring IQ. Sugar Ray Leonard said it. They all said Spence's only chance is to bulldoze Mikey. Spence said in that fight, I want to show y'all I can outbox him and I got a higher ring IQ than Mikey. He wasn't trying to stop him. Bro, Spence as good as you say he would have been. He would have been accomplished more than. Okay, stop motion. You think Earl Spence loses to Rocky Fielding? You think he loses to Billy Ho? Because that's who Canelo got a belt from, Billy Ho. You think Earl would have lost to Bill? Canelo was in a weight division that was easy work. You think Earl would have lost to Austin Trout? Because that's who he got the title from at 154. You think he would have lost to John Ryder, Caleb Plant? Earl beats the brakes off. And Caleb Plant slow down later rounds. Earl stops Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is food for Earl. Nah, bro, you can't name none of them wins at 60 or 68 or 54 that Earl don't beat them. Yeah. You hit that like button. Tell them, baby, hit that goddamn like button. Join the channel for support. I just want the truth. What's good, bro? Yeah, stop motion on dope and dog food. Yeah, talking about Canelo so much more accomplished. Now, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, bro. It ain't never been a division that Canelo was in where he had to get it out the mud like Earl got it at 147. See, that's another thing about this weight jumping shit, bro. We try to act like because you got into more divisions that your legacy better. Bro, Earl beat Ugas, Danny Garcia, Kell Brook, Lamont Peterson. His run to welterweight is better than anything Canelo did in any division, bro. Canelo's best win is Caleb Plant. But Billy Ho and Callum Smith? No, those are not better wins than Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Lamont Peterson, Ugas. Those are better wins, bro. Yeah, but Canelo went up more divisions, but I think Earl Spence got better wins. Apparently, Turkey will want to make Oscar Glacier fun. Oh, Oscar Glacier beat the brakes off McGill. That's a cool little fight. Yeah, McGill chin ain't gonna hold up. Lamont Peterson was washed. And we know Lamont Peterson beat Danny. That's for sure, for sure. Yeah, Danny got a straight gift. Nah, bro, that was a good version of Lamont. Trout beat... Bro, I'm done with you, stop motion. Bro, I am done with you. Trout beats Earl Spence. Dope and dog food. Boy, it ain't enough dope. And that damn sure ain't enough dog. Trout beats Earl Spence. Bro, you gonna make me pin this fucking comment, bro. Trout, Austin Trout, who lost to both Charlos, lost to Canelo, beats Earl Spence. Triple G beats Earl Spence. The only name you... Oh, no, stop motion. You don't like Earl. Nah, hell no. You done went too far. It come too far by faith. You done went too goddamn far. You say Trout beats Earl Spence. Triple G beats Earl Spence. Callum Smith. You might as well say Billy Ho. The only name you named that might beat Earl, name them names. Yeah, name them names. Only name you named that might beat Earl Spence is Laura, bro. Stop motion. You tripping, bro. Enigmatic son, what's good with you, pimpin'? Yeah, welcome on in this motherfucker. Laura doesn't, but I guess saying a 168-pound beating or one for isn't hard to say. You know, Laura, that's the only name I see on. That's the toughest fight for Earl out of all of Canelo. And I thought Canelo lost to Laura, but Laura I could see beating Earl. Yeah, a young Laura back then. Yeah, I could see that. In regard to, yeah, hit them super chat already. Send some love already. Laura doesn't mind. Okay. In regard to Triple G Smith, bro, Triple G is the most over. When y'all get the name in Triple G, I'll not sit here listening to EJ Slam. I'm telling you, bro, this shit, like stop motion, bro. I don't know what it is about Earl, bro. You out here. You doing bad. When you said Austin Trout, Callum Smith, beats Earl. Y'all forgot who Earl is, bro. Only Bud could beat him, bro. Damn, bro. Where y'all get this from? Glacier's a one-trick pony. His last fight, he did look that way. I hate to admit it. That motherfucker throw that jab, right hook, straight left. That's his combination. Right hook, straight left, right hook. But if he catch you with that right hook though, that shit will clip your ass. He just need to work on more. Isla Glaciers need a better jab, and he need to work the body more. He definitely need a better jab, and he fight a little tall, you know, no head movement. But he's athletic a little bit. Ugas isn't better than Trout, who just beat Cotto, who won a title years after the defeat. Trout versus Ugas would have been a good fight, bro. Trout wasn't all that, bro. Trout was not all that, bro. Trout was not all that, bro. Yeah, he beat Cotto. That shit don't mean all that, bro. Somebody done collected all the Hubble. It ain't enough dope and it ain't enough dope. Who wins, Cotto or Spence? Prime for prime? That's a good fight. That's a damn good fight. I go Spence. That's a good fight, though. Cause I actually liked it, Cotto. I was big on Cotto. I liked the Cotto. Yeah. Shout tell him. Earl Spence take Trout. Yeah, he gonna collect that eye. Put that shit in a goddamn mason jar. Yeah, gonna snatch him. Gonna snatch that eye up off him. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Cotto versus Spence. That's a good one, boy. I'm talking about prime for prime. Bro, you on doping dog food. Just say Cotto wins, bro. He don't dog walk Spence. Man, you know what? I'm done with you, Stop. I'm finna play this goddamn clip of this shit. Yeah, you tripping, bro. You done came in this motherfucker that said some wild shit, bro. You done said some wild... Bro, you making some wild allegations around this motherfucker. God damn, bro. You gonna say Rocky Fielding beat Spence, bro? What's next, bro? You know, and you know, when it comes... Let me touch back on Triple G. I be hearing a lot of fans say that shit, though. Triple G would have beat Earl Spence. Nah, 903. The Triple G that was knocking out everything. Good fight, Cotto. Walk away like Popeye. Not old Popeye. Hey. Oh, yeah, you a day one Spence hater. Thank you, Stop Motion. I appreciate you just admitting that you was a Spence hater. It's okay. I knew you was. It takes a hell of a man to admit that he's I swear to God. Hey, I knew your ass. I knew you were trolling, bro. I knew you was fucking trolling, bro. I'm glad, bro. Cause I swear, I was finna argue with your ass a whole nother 30 minutes about Spence. Man, then the fucking Spence gonna actually make a fight. I win the first. Yeah, bro. Spence just, you know, every time I see him, he doing some training. If you really want to know the truth, but I respect. I'm a Bud hater, but I respect all fighters' accomplishments. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think that's Spence's fault. I'm telling you, bro, PBC be doing that whole ass shit when they fighters lose. Look at how long, bro. Jamel all on the camera. He really trying to let us know, bro. Al Heyman them, that bro, they done through. But I don't think Al Heyman got PBC no more. Like I'm trolling, I'm dead. So his Canelo resume is better. Spence was solid though. I'm not mad at you for saying Canelo resume better. I don't think so. I just think he went on more divisions. But I feel you though. Nah, bro, PBC be doing that shit, bro, to black fighters when I swear, they doing it to Jamel. Jamel steady saying, bro, I'm ready to fight. I want to go back down to 154. I'm ready. And Jamel stay in shape. When you look at Jamel on his live, he in shape, bro. He in shape. PBC do that whole ass shit. And they be having their fighters inactive, bro. What do you think about Glaciers versus Munguia? Yeah, she was just talking about that. I think Glaciers will get Munguia. Jamel calls out, what's the weakest shit, and I love the Cholos. I don't know, bro. I just want to see him come back. I want to see what he looking at because it's amazing that but Jamel ain't that big like Jamal is. Jamel is, I think he really serious about fighting at 154. But I wouldn't want Jamel and EJ to both coming off a two-year layoff to fight each other. I wouldn't want that. I'd be cool with Jamel fighting fight a goddamn Tellis or some shit. Fight Brian Mendoza or some shit. He just got caught up in that buddy situation with Charlo. Yeah. Charlo is has been, bro. He clout chasing a young guy. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I think Jamel's still a problem. I think Jamel is and that motherfucker can crack. I think Jamel's still a problem, bro. I know a guy who spars Mel. He said actually looks good, dog shape. I'm telling you, bro. I think Mel's still a problem, bro. Bro, if you don't realize how hard Mel was punching at 154, because I think that's a dangerous fight for Boots, bro. But I would like to see Mel fight Mendoza, come in, fight Mendoza, knock his ass out, then go for a title. Jamel Charlo hit hard than a bitch at 154. That motherfucker cracking, bro. Jamel can crack. Jamel can fight. Oh, if he come off that long layoff and fight a Bass Baru, I got a Bass Baru. I think a Bass Baru is Boots' toughest fight at 154. A Bass Baru beats Murtazayev, beats Fondor. I think the toughest champion at 154, that goddamn man. I ain't bullshitting. Man, let me tell you something. I like Mel, but I am a huge fan of Mao. I always feel like Mao got the best jab I've ever seen since Lennox Lewis. I've always been way bigger on Mao because I think Jamal is just better than Jamel, and he got a tighter defense, and he punch harder, and his jab is just that motherfucker got the best jab I've ever seen since Lennox Lewis. Jamal's jab is just great. I love his uppercut. Jamal is better than Jamel. He just went through a lot of bullshit. I'm a huge Abbas supporter. Bro, when I seen what he done to Tellis, and then dude just saying, well, Tellis ain't like that. No, bro, Abbas is a problem. Boots might stop Mel. I think that's a good fight, bro. But I just want to see Mel get a tune-up. Jamel isn't coming back. Those guys. No, bro, I'm not. Bro, Mel in tip-top shape. Love me some Mao, everything you said. I love Mao, bro. Man, Jamal is. I thought Jamal was special. That's why when Jamel started getting all them titles and unifications, I seen everybody big up in Mel. I always knew Mao was that one. He just didn't get the Canelo fight or the Triple G fight. Mao was different, bro. Mao was different. That fucking jab. This motherfucker hit you with a triple jab. Just like, this motherfucker was different. And that jab hard and it hurt. Look at how he hurt J-Rock with that jab. That motherfucker had a beautiful jab. Just beautiful jab, bro. And I can't lie, Devin Haney got a good jab. Earl Smith's got a good jab. Cool Boy got a good jab. I like Shushu's jab. I like Abdullah's jab. But Jamal Charlo, bro, got the best fucking jab. The best fucking jab. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Yeah, join the channel, all that there. He dropped J-Rock with a jab. Absolutely, I just want to... Bro, Jamal's jab, it's the best since Lennox Lewis. Andre Ward had a good jab, too, but he wasn't... Yeah, nah, bro. He got the best jab I've ever seen since Lennox Lewis. You know, Lennox had a badass jab. Jamel would get punched on by Magic. Dope and dog, fool. Dope and dog. If he come back, he'll stop Magic Jamal. Bro, Jamel is punching, bro. That's why I said how soon do we forget Mel punching through shit at 154, bro? One of these fighters all have had great jab. Yeah. Bro, I would bet anything that Jamel can't make one. He can, bro. Jamel is not big. Jamel can make 154, bro. He can make one. Look at how he looked at 168. Mel looked bad, bro. When you look at that weigh-in, bro, Mel looked bad at 168, bro. Mel was probably 170 on fight night. And Canelo was about 185. Mel is small. Maul big, though. Maul is big. Mel is small, bro. That run at 150 was 3 years ago. These guys aren't superheroes. Minus Morel. He in shape. I'm telling you, bro, he stay in shape. Mel stay in shape. You ain't never seen Mel looking fat, overweight. No, Mel stay in shape. Yeah, bro, he looked fucked up at 63. I mean at 68. Let Jessica, salute to you, Queen. Yeah, bro, Mel is not big, bro. Bro, Mel was out of his element at 168. Go look at that weigh-in with Jamel and Canelo, bro. Jamel, bro, he would, cause you know when at 154 he's super ripped. He wasn't even ripped at 168, bro. The boy looked like he done Mel at the weigh-in that Canelo shit. That motherfucker looked like he drunk 3 gallons of water back to back to make that weight. That motherfucker had a little pudge in his shit. I ain't bullshit. I just wanted too fast. You know, I can't stand that amateur fight, dude. Yeah. Man, I swear to God, bro. But yeah, Mel can make 154, bro. Yeah, he can make 154.
I'm different. So I went out there and trained out there for, like 10 days, and it was great. I didn't want to be home the first 2 weeks of camp. I just wanted to do something different. Yeah, switch it up and just see different things. I was out there doing stuff that I never did before. I'm out there fishing. I don't even fish when I'm here. Like when I'm home, like it's crazy out there fishing, just enjoying myself. It was like very like relaxing and like.
Were you fishing with Canelo?
You know another thing I wanted to touch on. You know nothing I don't like that Boost is doing. Black Fight, they all do the same typical shit. I don't know if it was Eddie. I don't know if it was Eddie or Oscar. Boots is so confident. They done sold this shit to him. Man, me and Virgil, it's a mega fight. I'm just gonna tell you the truth, bro. But when it comes to boxing fans, I think Boots deserved full credit when he beat the brakes off Virgil and stopped him in 3 rounds. I think he deserved full credit because y'all act like Virgil is such a monster. I'm telling you, Virgil is tailor-made for him. The boy that Bozy do not like. Bozy tell you, man, Virgil is tailor-made for. Bozy has told y'all, bro, we love fighters that come forward. When it comes to boxing, bro, when you talking Bud or Boots, they're the kind of fighters that if you come forward trying to throw some shit, trying to throw some hot shit, like a lot of these 154 pounders, they're tailor-made for Boots, bro. You're going to have some footwork to give Boots trouble. You're going to have a high ring IQ, be a very good boxer to give him trouble. That come forward shit Virgil do, bro, he's tailor-made. But I don't like that Boots is so sold on this fight. It's a huge fight, and he just welcoming it. I don't like it. I mean, it's a cool fight, but he just so sure. He talking about it's a pay-per-view fight and all this shit, But it is what it is.
How many carats is that?
A lot.
Yo, the bottom one. Oh yeah, there's the. Okay, look at this.
The GBA.
Yo, that. To now, Eddie and Oscar about this meeting with DAZN and everyone where they talked about you versus Virgil, and essentially what was said, and I want to get your take on it now. That hey, we're gonna do this fight. A couple weeks ago,
Hold on. Bro, Mel showers. So now he is all smiling, happy, bro. Well, I'm gonna say this, Star Motion. You just made me think about something. You might be right about Mel. I'm not gonna act like you just tripping. Mel done made over $10 million now. Now Mel might not be Mel, but he still stay in shape. But I don't know. That money might have changed him. Yes, Mel should still fight Tim. Mel will stop Tim in 3 rounds. Yeah, that's a cool. That's actually a good fight. Oh, Conwell versus Oscar just ain't shit, bro. They did my boy Conwell wrong, bro. I just don't like how they done Conwell, bro. They should have gave him a rematch with the dude that bit, because that fight was super close. He didn't just beat the brakes off Conwell, and then Xander got the fight. Virgil not fighting Boots. He was moving up after this Lubin. You think Virgil gonna move up? Nah, I don't think so. I'm just gonna be 100, bro. If Boots go into a bass fight, I think that's his toughest fight at 154. Bro, I don't know, bro. Man, if I'm Boots, I'm finna try to go and get hey, if I'm Boots, I'm gonna do like Earl did Bud. Yeah, I'm gonna get you last. Let me go and get Danny. Hey, if I'm Boots, I'm waiting on a bass. He gonna be the last one. Ain't no way I want that to be my first title shot. Hell no. Let me get Xander. Let me get Murtazayev. Let me get Fondor. I'm fighting the best last, bro.
One that you won. You're going to do your fight, and if everything goes well, these two guys are going to fight each other in 2026. That's the agreement. What Eddie said was they went back.
Tim might beat Jamel now. We're going to have to see him. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck dropped Virgil 3 times. I'm telling you, bro, that chin is not as sturdy as people think he is. Virgil, a knockout waiting to happen. And I like Virgil. I don't have nothing against Virgil. He cool. I just know he just lack a lot of defense, bro. And his chin ain't as sturdy enough to be this comfort slugger that he's trying to be, bro. No, fam. Fuck Austin. I have been. Oh, Virgil been struggling to make weight. Oh, Virgil been talking about moving to 160? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. He going to 160. I didn't know that. You know. But he have had like 4 or 5 fights at 154. Yeah, okay. Boost fighting Callum Watts 2000. hey, boy, you ill.
To you signed. You said you were in.
I signed like that.
In. No problems, no questions, nothing.
Nope.
They went back to Virgil. This is what he said. And they were like, we're going to do our fight, and then we're going to revisit this. Is that what you're hearing as well?
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. You know, that's understandable though. You know,
Yeah, Virgil, chill, man. Yeah, that motherfucker ain't disciplined.
You gotta stay on task of what's in front of you, you know, and not overlooking nobody.
But you agreed before your fight.
Yeah, I did, but yeah. I still was locked in on Lima. You know, even when people was asking me about the Ortiz situation.
Hey, type in the comments real quick. I just want to know what y'all think. Who is the best champion at 154? I got a Bass, bro. Who you got as the best champion at 154? Boots will stop Virgil, no doubt about that. Absolutely. Virgil just a punching bag, bro. I'm telling you, bro, he ain't too far off from Tim Tszyu. They both are come forward punching bags, bro. I think it's Fondor. I ain't mad at that, bro, but I just think it's a Bass. A Bass is so intelligent, and he got a chin, because you know Tellers can crack. A Bass that motherfucker, he has a hard style to get ready for, bro. It's you know, Fondor just keep his head on the line. I think he a knockout waiting to happen. You know, I don't think that Mendoza knockout was a fluke, bro. For Fondor close second. Yeah. So, y'all think Fondor beats Xander? I'm telling you, bro, Fondor gonna get his ass knocked out. I'm just saying, I think any of these dudes can knock him out. I could see Fondor beating Bachar. Yeah, wait, bullet. Bro, I really think Fondor versus Zayas is a very 50-50 fight. I'm telling you, bro, you think he beat Xander? Xander a big 154 pounder, bro. And I'm telling you nothing, Xander finna move up quick. Xander big as fuck. You see how big Xander a big ass 54 pounder. I don't know, bro. I think he got action against Fondor, bro. Look at how clean Tim Tszyu was hitting Fondor, bro. Like, he just get hit so clean. It look like any of them shots can just be a knockout shot at any point. I think the boy a knockout waiting to happen. I think he beats all the guys except for Boots and a more experienced Virgil. And yeah, he can beat Bachar if he outlasts him. But Bachar can get to him. You saying you think he beat all the guys? Is you talking about Fondor or Abbas? You saw him hugging on Jorge. You said Fondor ain't a weight book? Shit, dope and dog, fool. Yeah, that motherfucker should have been at least at 168. Sister. Xander's a B-level fighter? Yeah. Sad but true. And I like Xander. Xander just missing some shit. Yeah, Mendoza slept his ass. Like you motherfuckers say, you can't unsee what Ryan did to Devin Osterina. No, you can't unsee it. I can't unsee that knockout Mendoza when he slept Fundora, bro. I can't unsee it. I know he can be knocked out. And I know he keep his head on the line. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Tim Tszyu was hitting Fundora with some hot shit. It's just Tim Tszyu has no defense, and his chin is suspect. That reach will give him problems, I think. Oh, okay. You saying Fundora beats all of them except for the names you name. Name them names. I ain't gonna lie to kick it though. Virgil could beat Fundora. Even though cause Virgil can crack. I think Virgil hits harder than Xander. I think them left hooks to the body. Virgil throws a mean left hook to the body. That shit hurt. Yeah, I think that left hook to the body will hurt Fundora. I don't know, bro. One of them will get knocked out though. Virgil versus Fundora, that's a knockout waiting to happen. Virgil could stop Fundora to the body, bro. That left hook to the body. I love Brian Mendoza. Dog win, lose or draw. Yeah, I ain't heard shit else from him though. Stop motion. You say he's skinny as fuck, but he just tall. I heard you. I heard you. Shit, that motherfucker definitely got some pop on them punches, boy. Abbas is the second best champion at Fundora. I couldn't put Fundora over Abbas though, bro. Abbas he's intelligent, but he applies intelligent pressure. Just intelligent fighter to me, bro. Yeah, Virgil punch harder than Xander. That's his only chance against Boots. The boy can crack, but when he get hit with them combinations of Boots and see how fast that shit come, that motherfucker, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. Oh, you ain't never seen a Bass fight? You gotta go look at that Tellis fight, bro. A Bass #1 outside of Boots. Okay. Yeah, I got Bass #1, bro. Yeah, Fundora, I do not trust his chin, bro. I don't trust it. But a Bass can take a shot. Shit. Ooh, Wilder finna fight Caballero in January? Dope and dog fool. No, bro, I wouldn't want that for Wilder. No, bro. Hell no. Caballero beats the brakes off Wilder. Stops him. But Wilder could clip Caballero coming through. Why would Wilder fight Caballero? Hell no. Because I think Caballero stops Usyk. That's why I kind of want to see. But I always said Wilder would stop Usyk. So I always said that. But Wilder has just been very inactive. That's a tricky fight though. Now that I think about it. Wilder can stop anybody. Did his thing, but then he lost to Tim, so he basically got shut out. Yeah. And he wants Boost Smoke out. You goddamn right, a Bass boy, that motherfucker there. Yeah, watch him, bro, regular. Yeah, go watch a Bass, bro. A Bass Baru. That motherfucker is a monster to me, bro. I can't believe this motherfucker went on my radar, bro. I'm thinking Taylor's finna do his thing. Man, I seen a Bass, then I went back and looked at his other fights. That motherfucker can fight. Wilder ain't fighting no damn act. I am glad, bro. I am glad that fucking fight is not. Who said that fight was gonna happen? Let me go back and look at this shit. Who said that shit? Who said that shit? I don't see who said it. Okay. Oh, Stop Motion said that. Yeah, I'm glad that fight ain't happening. I would not want that fight. Hell no. Wilder was talking about a title shot in January. Who are all the heavyweight champions? I thought Usyk had all the titles. Wilder power is gone. Hell no, his power ain't gone. Yeah, I got Aggie Caballero, the best heavyweight in boxing. But I think Moses Atama right there. That guy, the Caballero is different, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Look at how vicious Caballero throw them body shots. Bro, the way he stopped Frank Sanchez, he stopped Zhang to the body. You think Usyk can really take them body shots? And Caviar got a granite chin. You ain't finna do him like you done the boss. No, bro. Caviar, them body shots is vicious, vicious. That shit hurt, bro. Uh, Shelly trying to set Wilder. Yo, Shelly, I ain't never like old Shelly Finkel. Y'all don't know what it was Wilder liked about or trusted about old Shelly. Yeah, I ain't never liked Shelly. I'll watch it. Fuck it, I can see Wilder catching him. Can style on all the heavyweights. You know what? I want Wilder just to go on in his career fighting Joshua, bro. Let's go on and get the Wilder Joshua and hang that shit up. The Fear conspiracy took way too much out of. Yeah, that shit took a lot out of Wilder, bro. That shit took a lot. Yeah, it's sad how he went out. Yeah, bro, and I feel like he was cheated. I always feel it, bro. Wilder, Fatback Fear is a fucking gypsy. You better not trust nothing about it. Them motherfuckers still eat raw meat. I ain't bullshit. Usyk beat. Hey, there you go. Stop motion with that bullshit again, bro. There you go. Stop motion, bro. You been crashing. You really been trying to get me out my elements. Usyk would trash a prime. Doping dog, fool. Bro, a prime Wilder beast up breaks off Usyk. Usyk don't even fight. He would never fight a prime Wilder. And Wilder today might stop Usyk. I'm just being honest with you. To stop. His power isn't elite. No, Stavern just got a hard forehead. No, that jab and that straight right would come. That shit would land right on his forehead every time. Yeah. Stavern just had a mean forehead. But that second fight, Wilder styled on his ass. That's why I said Tellers has to do a lot to beat up back. Should have put money on it. Bro, I thought Tellers had that in the bank because I hadn't looked at a bass. I was big on Tellers. Tellers is very good. I love Cuban fighters too. I'm big on Cuban fighters. Pimpin'. Bass beat the brakes. I felt bad for old Tellers. I ain't bullshit. Oh, as you got an intern belt. Bro, I'm telling you, Usyk does not beat a Abbott Cavill. I'm telling you what I fucking know. And you know what? And I don't even gamble. I bet on that fight. I do not fucking gamble. That's a fight I bet on. That Abbott Cavill stops Usyk inside 6 rounds. To the body. Stops him, bro. Nobody beats Abbott Cavill. That motherfucker's the truth. Usyk is the undisputed champ. And Cavill had to enter WC. It's the championship, but not really. Yeah, I hate this bullshit. He ain't fighting no Cavill. Yeah, they talking about Moses Thomas gonna fight Pulev. I don't like that bullshit. Stop motion. Now you on some bullshit. You want to see Richard Torres knock Wild out? Nah, bro. We ain't finna make no more Mexican stars around this bitch outside that guy. Hey, if Richard Torres knock out Wild, all Mexicans gonna get behind. He gonna be the new Andy Ruiz after Andy Ruiz beat John. Oh, nah. We ain't finna make no more stars off our fighters, bro. Hell nah. Wilder, fight Joshua and go on and retire. Fight Joshua. Stop motion on that bullshit, bro. I want to see Richard Torres. Bro, you trolling, bro. You on your best shit, boy. Your ass done had too much to drink tonight. Yeah, you done smoked some shit you shouldn't have smoked. To be honest, I don't know if Cavill can be. Shit. I just don't think they give him the decision. I don't think it would be a decision. I think he stops Usyk inside 6 rounds to the body. Bro, why do we act like we don't know? Either don't know, don't show, or just don't give a damn what's going on in South Central LA. Yeah, why we act like we don't know that Usyk ain't weak to the body? I ain't saying the boy got bad guts like what's the boy Rosario, the one Mel stopped. Nah, his guts ain't bad. That boy got bad guts. That boy got a weak. Yeah, he got some weak bowels or some irritable bowel syndrome. But nah, bro, Usyk don't take body shots well. And Joshua hurt Usyk to the body in the second fight. Why you like this? Usyk is one of my guys. Yeah, I bet he is. Yeah, I bet he is. Whatever it is, it don't matter. I pay the shipping costs. Usyk would never get caught with that dusty right hand. That fool said dusty. Why the right hand got to be dusty? You know I watch my film to the motherfucking body. Goddamn right. You remember Joel Casamiro? Yeah, he Cuban. Yeah. I'm entertained outside the. Yeah, it was the Earl Spence shit that I'm finna block stop most. You don't even know, bro. And I don't even know how to do that shit. Boy, you had me so mad when you were talking that Earl Spence shit. When you said Callum Smith, when you said Austin Trout beats Earl Spence Jones, I was like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, bro. I want to see Torres in there with a former champ. No, bro. Put Torres in there with you want to know? Let me see who I want to see Torres fight. If I had to pick a fight for him. Yeah, put Torres in there with Andy Ruiz. Do the Mexican on Mexican passing the torch. Yeah, let's see more Mexicans pass the torch. Yeah, he can beat Usyk. He not the same. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. It was some in that gypsy shit. I don't know if it was when Fatback Fury licked the blood from Wilder ear. I don't know. I think he hypnotized Wilder. Yeah, when Fatback Fury licked the blood off Wilder's ear, I think that was some kind of demonic ritual. I ain't bullshitting. I think it was some shit to that. Ever since he licked the blood from Wilder ear and he had them loaded gloves, the boy ain't never been the same. And I know it was the blood for me. One day when I was lost, he died up on the cross, and I know it was the blood for me. Yeah, it was something in that blood. That boy, he did some shit to Wilder's blood system or some shit. When he licked that blood from Wilder's ear, that shit was demonic, bro. And you know the fans cheered for that evil. That shit was some goddamn me. What's that shit? What's that shit? Underworld. Yeah, that was some underworld shit. That was some underworld shit. When Fatback Fury licked the blood out of Wilder's ear, who the fuck that and got a pass for that shit? This motherfucker licking blood and shit. He turned into a wolf, goddammit. What does Sugar Hill now train fighters from Detroit? Cause he's a fucking weird motherfucker. I told you, bro, when I saw Sugar Hill at that all-white party with Fatback Fury and they both had their shirt off, that motherfucker had all them gray hairs on his chest, he was rubbing bellies with Fury taking shots. I said, yeah, they done some weird shit to that boy. Yeah, they done some weird shit. Yeah, all these fighters from outside the USA. But you know, Roy Jones started doing that shit too. You know, Roy Jones has dual citizenship in Russia. To my Lord have mercy. Yeah, a lot of these black trainers, they starting to go way to Slovakia to train all these other motherfuckers. You look at Wilder today and you see his spirit is kind of broken. Yeah, I hate that, bro. I hate that, bro. Wilder's career. Yeah, imagine calling a devil to money. Fury was evil. Yeah, that motherfucker a devil to me. What happened to Wilder, bro? That shit some of the saddest shit that ever happened in the history of boxing. I'm telling you, bro, it's kind of like that shit that Nigel Benn did to my man. But it wasn't. Wilder didn't go through that much because he still got his mind. Wilder went through some shit like that. Some shit where you're never the same. He was never the same after that shit. And this motherfucker had like a dent in his head, bro. You could see that shit. Both fights, Wilder was bleeding from his ear and his mouth and his nose. Fury has never done that to nobody else, bro. That's that Twilight shit. You goddamn right. Goddamn. Tell you, bro, them gypsies a motherfucker. I mean, I don't think Fury, man, listen, bro. Shit, ain't no think to it, bro. His gloves was flapping all over the ring, bro. It's too much proof that Fury cheated, bro. And the boy popped dirty for PEDs. The boy just a cheat, bro. There's nothing honest about Fury. But white folks weren't gonna let him do that to Usyk. He wasn't gonna be able to load no glove. I already knew we were gonna get a fair version of Fury against Usyk. And how he look? Basic. And he has to live with it without no one caring about it or knowing or even interested. You boy don't think Fury cheated. Hell no. Baby said get him. PGA's big dog, what's good with you, pimpin'? Yeah, Fury been a cheat. That's all he know is to cheat. I'm telling you, bro, when Wilder found Fatback Fury, the motherfucker was somewhere in London behind a goddamn building, drinking Colt 45s, snorting coke. The motherfucker was on his last 20 bag of powder, bro. The boy was a bum. Fatback Fury was down to $228.26, and Wilder made him over $100 million goddamn dollars. Wilder chin ain't all that. Let me say this though, stop motion. In the first fight with Fury, why Fury couldn't hurt Wilder in the first fight, but in the second and the third fight, Wilder just couldn't seem to take his power. Fatback Fury went from in the first fight, man, that straight right wasn't shit that he was landing in the first fight. The second and the third fight, this motherfucker was punching like Sonny Liston. Fury never ever looked that dumb. You goddamn right. Let me tell you something. The Fury that was punching on Wilder in the second or the third fight, nobody takes that kind of power. This motherfucker was punching harder than any heavyweight that ever lived. You don't develop power. You don't develop crazy power like that to make a man bleed out his fucking ear, bro. Wilder was bleeding out his ear in the second and the third fight, bro. The boy was bleeding from his nose, his mouth, and his ear. And Fury licked the boy blood. I'm telling you, bro, that was some demonic shit. Like, that shit was wild, bro. I don't put anything past Fury. Yeah, I can't put nothing past him. Bro, even his own people don't like him. The UK never wanted him. They rather had Joshua as a champ than Fury. They don't like him, bro. Nobody like them goddamn gypsies.
If you miss
But don't nobody like no gypsies. You better not trust nothing about the Furies. I'm telling you, bro, them every time I see them motherfuckers, I think of heels have just wrong turn, and they very hairy. They just slimy, bro. I'm telling you, bro, them motherfuckers still eat raw meat. Fury's team pausing a fighter early in his career. Dude ate at his hotel and was sick, throwing up. Oh wow, yeah, that motherfucker slimy, bro. Fury's just a slimy dude, bro. That's why I hate Wilder ever fought him, bro. And now he done made over $100 to $200 million. You think Fury would cheat Joshua? That's a good question. That's a good. See that's a good question. I don't know, because Joshua is still a black man, but I think that the UK got more love for Joshua than Fury. That's my thoughts. But the UK is racist too. We're not gonna act like they ain't. They just ain't nowhere near as racist as America. But they racist. I don't know if they would let Fury cheat Joshua. No. You got shower. You hit a nail on the head. He was mad than a motherfucker. He couldn't cheat Usyk. I said it before the fight. I said, you finna really see how Fury look, bro. He ain't gonna be able to be on no drugs, no nothing against Usyk, bro. He gonna have to fight a fair fight because this is European versus European. They're not gonna let him pull that. And the boxing world loves Usyk. Yeah, animal subhuman. Yeah, the boy half human, half lizard, half bat, half I swear. No, Joshua ain't no threat. Yeah. And Wilder was a threat. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let me tell you something, bro. The biggest difference between Wilder and Joshua, Joshua got quit in him. Wilder willing to really go out on his shield. Joshua quit. And Joshua ain't the killer that Wilder is. That's the biggest difference. That's why Fury had to do some of the things he was doing, because he fought a real killer. So, that's because of Turkey. Yeah. Yeah, he was a threat.
And now we here. Just here waiting.
If you had the pick of the litter, is he at the top of the list? Is he the top guy that you want? Why?
It's just too much going back and forth, a lot of talking.
Now, Virgil said, not Virgil, Booth just said Virgil's at the top of his list. That's the fight he won. It's been too much back and forth. But like I said, bro, that's why I'm saying Bozy is way more honest. Bozy has just like Bozy was honest when Bud beat Canelo. Man, Bud the fucking truth. Bozy is very truthful. Bozy said it on television, bro. Virgil is tailor-made for us. Now, they do want to whoop him because the boy been talking shit and Robert Garcia talking shit. Virgil is tailor-made for Boots, bro. Thanks, bro. Bro, 4 years ago, they asked Virgil, Robert Garcia, when is Virgil going to fight Boots when they was at one? The motherfucker said 60 months or some shit. Like, bro, the only reason why they want this fight now is because Boots is just not getting to 154. They feel like Virgil's bigger. He been at 154, and they think they got a punch of chance now.
Uh, I can't.
Fear would cheat anyone if he could get away with it. But you know what's so sad? You know, even blacks in the UK, they go through some shit. But the black man in America, you gotta understand, he the only one don't got a flag. That's why when we go on vacations out of the country, bro, people know they can do us bad. The system ain't gonna fight for us, bro. So yeah, that's how Fury could come over here and cheat us. And not only that, look at the first fight that was in Vegas. The whole crowd was cheering for Fury. When Fury got up from that 12th round knockdown and Jack Reese did that bullshit he did, because that was a knockout, the whole world cheered for Fury. All Americans was cheering for Fury. This is the only country where another person from a country can come over here and get more love than black fighters get over here. That's just how they do.
Wait, you know, they're gonna say. I ain't gonna say too much. They're gonna say.
Is it personal between you two?
No, it's not personal, but it's just I see all the little talking that they've been doing, you know, and like I said, Lord, let him get through it. This is his fight, you know, and we'll see, take it from there. But
Will you go to his fight?
Oh, hopefully we try and see now. You know, I'm gonna talk to Eddie and them actually when I leave here and see what we're gonna do.
Yo, you sitting in the front row there would be something.
Yeah, if I don't go, I'm gonna watch it. But if I do go, you know, I'm be there locked in watching it as well. So, and hopefully, you know,
yeah, Boots talking about pulling up the fight up to the Lubin fight being a ringside and shit like that. I'm telling you, bro, Boots really think this the damn near the biggest fight in boxing. But I'm gonna tell you what's wild. Virgil's not a big name, but they gonna make this shit seem. See, we dealing boxing world is showing you, bro, in sports, when you make shit racial enough and you put enough promotion behind it, you can damn near make any fight big. Yeah, get in the ring, Boots. Yeah, you can make a lot of these fights, bro. They just be making the shit some shit. You know, just like with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, it was just a circus, bro. And all we was going off is that 1990-some Mike Tyson when he was knocking out shit. They were showing all the boy highlights, all for him to come in the ring with a goddamn knee brace on.
I'm gonna get in I'll be able to get in the ring and whoever win, you know, I'll fight the winner or the champions. But hopefully it's Ortiz.
You want him to win, obviously.
Definitely.
That's the way. I mean, gigantic fight.
I definitely want him to win, but you can't overlook Lubin. Sure. You know, he's a crafty guy. You know, he been around for a while. You know, he fought Charlo, he fought Ramos, and he fought a couple top guys. So you can't overlook him. And it's not like he's a bad fighter or anything. He's sharp. You know, he's crafty. You know, it's not the guy you can just overlook. So I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, I definitely hope Lubin win. It's just what's weird about Lubin. Lubin already said if he wins, he ain't fighting Boots. You know, he gonna push for Fondor, but Fondor still finna fight Keith, so he gonna wait on that. 903 versus a 60-year-old Mike Tyson. 50-50 fight. 50-50 fight. I'm telling you, it don't get more 50-50 than that shit.
No, for me, or 60-40, maybe leaning more towards Ortiz.
Wow, that close, huh?
Yeah, damn, it's a good fight. Yeah, it's a good fight for boxing. And I like it. You know, like I said, you know, I'm gonna be there. If I go, you know, I'm gonna be there. You know, watching keeping my eyes on both of them.
No disrespect to Lubin, but the fight that I want to see is you versus Ortiz.
For sure.
And I think this is one of the best like American fights that can be made.
Sure.
And with all due respect to everyone.
But you know, my question to the boxing world, what's so intriguing about Virgil versus Boots? Yeah, you notice how a lot of these reporters, everybody all of a sudden acting like it's so important of a fight. If Boots get a belt, I bet that changes. Fondor a champion and Lubin is a vet. He's on a mission. I get that. My thing is this, Shawa. If Boots is all this Roy Jones, the next coming of some shit, and you get what I'm saying? Like, and I just beat the dude that he scheduled to fight, why not whoop on Boots? Let me shut up all that talk. Because you steady saying he ain't all that. He ain't that. Nothing Virgil is okay. They both are young guys, I guess. Boots and Xander are both young. Boots and Abbas are both young. It's other young fighters. What is it about Boots and Virgil, bro? I think it's just it shows that, bro, we can just hype up anything, bro. We can just hype up anything and turn it into this so-called, because I'm telling you, bro, if Virgil beat Lubin, especially if he go in there and knock out Lubin early, that Boots versus Virgil fight is gonna be huge because they gonna build that shit to be like it's like something. I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna try to treat why, and it's gonna be celebrities at that fight. That because why? If you ask me, I think they're trying to turn Virgil into a superstar. Especially if Virgil win, straight superstar status. Racing styles, yeah. And Virgil's going to be the come forward fighter, the Mexican with the Mexican style. I'm just tired of it, bro. Because it's not the best fucking fight at 150. I'm just tired of that fake shit, bro. That's what it's always been, facts. Like, yeah, it's Mexican versus black, puncher versus boxer, bro, but that's not the best fight at 154 to me.
Else around the world, I think it has to be in America.
For sure.
Right?
Gotta be. It gotta be. I feel like you gotta do this one.
I ain't gonna lie to kick it. I think Boots versus Fundora is a better fight than Boots versus Virgil. I think Fundora is more obstacles than Virgil. With the height reach. Boots gonna have to go get him. Boots gonna have to go get Fundora. It'll be a little more Virgil gonna be right there. But I think Fundora is a more difficult style matchup, but I still think Boots beats the break. He gonna chop that tree down. It's gonna take it may take later rounds for him to stop Fundora. Maybe 8, 9 rounds. I could see Boots stopping Virgil in 3 rounds.
In the States, because everybody want to see it. Everybody go. I think it's a pay-per-view fight, and I think everybody a pay.
You see what Boots say? I think it's a pay-per-view fight. Black fighters believe in that blueprint. They believe in that black versus mess. These motherfuckers have been sold. That's one thing I do blame Floyd about. I don't think Floyd ducked a lot of fighters. I think he fought a lot of the legacy fights. I got him as a top 3, top 5, however you want it. He great. But he convinced us with this black and Mexican shit. He started a lot of that bullshit.
To see it, or everybody come out to come see it wherever it's at, whether it's in Vegas, Madison Square Garden, wherever.
Bro, listen, stop motion, bro. They gonna make it a pay-per-view, and it's gonna sell. That fight gonna sell, bro. Because Virgil's, listen, you're not getting it, bro. Fort Worth, that's right, that's 2 hours away from me. Yeah, about 2.5 hours away from me. Fort Worth, Texas. It's right up the street from Dallas, Texas. It's gonna be a lot of Mexicans there. And he's fighting a black fighter. If he go in there and knock out Lubin inside 3 rounds, it's going to make him a big star in the DFW era. And Mexicans are going to get behind him. And they're seeing that he's finna fight this super athletic fighter, this dude that everybody's saying is the shit in Boots. It's a fight that's set up to make Virgil a superstar if he beat Boots.
What's your obviously you'd love it in Philly, but I don't think it'll be
stop motion, crack streams to the game.
Philly, right?
No, absolutely.
Okay,
It's not gonna be in Philly. Yeah.
So where was the ideal spot for it?
I ain't buying that shit.
What deserves to host this fight? Which venue, in your opinion?
To me, either anywhere in Vegas, so like a T-Mobile Arena,
yeah,
or maybe go old school MGM.
Oh man, I love the MGM.
Or we can go Madison Square Garden. Okay. I think Madison Square Garden would be crazy.
Like I said, bro, I think it's a fight where if Virgil wins, he'll be a superstar. If Boots beat Virgil, because Boots already a star, it ain't gonna make him like a huge star to me. I don't think if Boots beat Virgil, it's gonna make him a huge star. I don't think so. But if Virgil beat Boots, oh my god! If Virgil beats Boots, he the next Canelo. Virgil beats Boots, he's the next. He become the biggest Mexican star in boxing, without a doubt. He become a top 5 star off the rip. Look at Ryan when he so-called beat Devin.
That'd be, historic as well. So either one.
There aren't enough big fights at the big end.
That's a good question. Oh shit. I don't think they would try to have Boots versus Virgil at the stadium though. Because I think Boots would at least have enough decency to fight for a mutual spot instead of coming to this man's hometown. But if Virgil beats Lubin and then beats Boots, yeah, I can see Jerry Jones opening up the Cowboy Stadium to him. Hell yeah.
I'm not talking about the theater.
No, I'm
Theater's
talking about
cool.
the big one.
Yes,
I'm talking about the big one. That's why I say I want to.
fights.
I feel like I always wanted to fight at MSG anyway. Yeah. So, I like how it looks in there. It's really nice. When they have fights and stuff in there. So, for me, it would be either the T-Mobile Arena or take it back and go MGM, or we can do, Madison Square Garden.
Do you think he would say yes to MSG because that's kind of a home game for you, right? That's so close to Philly.
I mean, I feel like he has a deep fan base. And I feel like all his fans and stuff will come
He has a deep fan base. What the fuck is Virgil showing you, Boots, to make you say he has such a deep fan base? Virgil ain't never fought in front of 10,000 people. Black fighters do that shit, though. But then you'll turn around and say, well, who the fuck is Brian Norman? Brian Norman and Virgil are damn near on the same kind of level as a star. Virgil ain't no bigger draw than Norman. They right there. But if you ask Boots about it, I bet he'll say, well, he don't really got a lot of fans. But now Virgil fan base is so fucking deep.
Us to be in here, I feel like they all come. He got a good fan base.
A deep fan base were. Like, I hate when black fighters do that shit. You already vouching for his fan base, bro. I hate when black fighters, Mexicans, they gonna show up for this. I hate when black people say that's how we lose in our neighborhoods in Texas and California. We always want to give a motherfucker credit for. A
good fan base. I feel like it'll make for a great fight. Who don't want to come to New York?
Oh my God. There was a time where MSG was holding all these big fights, and now I feel like, every couple of years when we got Taylor Serrano, prior to that, it was, Brooklyn's cool and all, but we got to go back to the Mecca. The Mecca is the best. I would absolutely love that. In your perfect
Boots fight Virgil, that shit gonna be in Vegas around a whole bunch of Mexicans. Yeah, it's black folks in Vegas. That shit gonna be in front of mainly a Mexican crowd. That shit gonna be in Vegas. Black fighters do that dumbass shit.
World as well. He fights November 8th. Yep. How soon could we get this fight? You obviously didn't get hurt in your fight.
I wish we saw ourselves superior, because when you look at it, Boots been fighting in front of 10,000 people, 16,000 people. Yeah, all there, he got a country behind him. I hate when black fighters do that dumbass shit. I might fight this Scotland fighter. He got a whole country behind him. Yeah, he has a deep Scottish background. Black fighters do that old dumbass shit. I always talk about a motherfucker got a flag behind us, because we ain't got no motherfucking flag. I hate when we do that old dumbass shit. Motherfucker, I always want to say, well, he got a whole country behind him.
Imagine, right? 72 seconds?
Yeah.
Unless something happened?
I thought about going to it, but I got some shit going. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the Virgil Boots fight. I might. It's a few days before my birthday. My birthday, November 13th. I don't know, bro. I'm only 2 hours away. I don't know if I'm going to go to that fight, but I don't know. But I definitely might go to that Lamont Roach Pitbull fight for the Shaqy and fight, or shit like that.
It depends on how his fight go. If he's in a war, maybe we'll see. Maybe April, March, April.
Oh, by the way, my man Joshua Edwards will be on that card. I don't know if I'm gonna go to that fight, man. Like I said, I gotta handle some shit. I got some things behind the scene I gotta work on. I don't know if it'll be handled in time for that fight. But we'll see. But if everything okay around that time, I'll definitely go to that fight.
If not, if you make quick work of it, who knows? We could be back in there sooner. So it's all for real. It's all up to how him right now, because he.
And I kind of do like the fights are happening in Texas and shit like that, because I do like going to fights.
When that has a fight, hopefully he doesn't get no cuts, no broken hands or anything, or anything hurt on him. So you got it. Just depending on him at the moment.
The other two options, of course, Sebastian Fundora and
Joshua Edwards, bro, is next up. Oh, Amari Jones gonna be on that card too? Wow. Hold on. So Amari Jones, he did just get signed, right? Because Devin dropped him. Did the Zone sign him? No, I'm big on Amari Jones. Hold on. It's two different Amari Jones. You talking about the Amari Jones that's at 160 that's from Oakland that was signed to Devin Haney, or the Amari Jones that's from Florida that had an amateur background and all that shit? Golden Boy signed Amari Jones, the 160 pounder.
I think Xander Zayas.
Yeah.
You know,
What I'm hearing,
Golden Boy act like they trying to prove something when it comes to black fight. I don't. The one from 1-6 signed the Golden Boy. You know, I don't know what Oscar got going on. He just signing black fighter after black. I don't know what he doing. I don't know.
is there is some interest from MSG to have you versus Xander Zayas at MSG. Are you hearing this as well?
I'm with whatever. That's
Yeah, like, bro, I'm just gonna be honest. You know, Shamar Canal, he cool. Shamar Canal ain't got nothing on Amari Jones. Amari Jones much better than Canal to me. I don't know why the fuck they dropped Amari Jones. Ain't he from Oakland? I don't know why they dropped Amari Jones. The first time I ever watched Amari Jones fight, I said, this dude a problem. And the boy got the ponytail in the back like we did back in the projects. Your motherfucker used to have that little one ponytail, that long ponytail. I say, oh yeah, he a project baby from Oakland too. And the boy can fight. And you motherfuckers done let Amari Jones go. Dope and dope. Though I say, bro, Bill DHP, just quit even calling. And you're right, it is Devin Haney Promotions. It's just all about Devin Haney. All you got is Shamar Canal. Why drop Amari Jones, bro? That's all you care about is Devin. They are getting them fights. Look at Kevin Newman. Facts. Yeah, Kevin Newman been in Devin Haney camp too. Man, when I seen Kevin Newman fighting in Shreveport, bro, I swear to God. I said, wow.
I can't wait.
You want all these guys?
I'm really.
I like these options for you.
I'm really about to show y'all.
Like Bill Haney is only a great promoter when he promoting Devin Haney. Other than that, bro, just ain't got nothing coming, bro.
I'm about to run through these guys. And show y'all one by one. Like this 154 really mine and all.
But in Boost's defense, I have criticized a lot of things he's saying. But one thing I do believe about him, he got a chip on his shoulder. That motherfucker been hearing all the talk, and he want to prove that none of you motherfuckers at 154 can fuck with me. He really is on demon time. He on that shit these rappers talk about. Like, Boots really trying to step on next. Like, his mentality is, bro, I'm finna beat you motherfuckers up, and I'm finna show you. Like, he not finna go in there and lay down and be honored to fight Virgil and lay down. No, he gonna go in there to beat your bitch ass up. That one thing about him, like, he is a killer. So I can't take that from Boots. I disagree with a lot of the bullshit he has said and done, but he a killer though. Bill wasn't focused on Amari. Yeah, after Ryan there in the fight, so Amari left. Bro, like when I started looking, I've been paying so close to attention to Amari Jones ever since I first seen him fight. So around the time Devin was fighting Ryan, I'm like, what about Amari? Why he ain't on this card? Amari Jones should be on every card Devin's fighting on. Like, why? It's just, bro, like, you dropped the ball. Amari Jones, he has potential, bro, to be one of them ones, bro.
And I'm gonna shut everybody up. I can't wait. I see. I hear the little chatters and all the little.
What do you hear? What's bothering you? What are people saying?
It's just little.
They're questioning you.
They questioning, and it's cool, you know. And I love it.
Like I said, I like that Boots. He gritty. He definitely gritty. Bill didn't want to spend the money. I know you say Bill cheap to the motherfucker, bro. Like Amari Jones worth that money, bro. If y'all haven't seen Amari Jones fight, bro, I suggest you go see. It's two different Amari Jones. You got the Amari Jones from Florida, but the Amari Jones I'm talking about is Amari Jones, straight up out of Oakland. That boy can fight. He a middleweight. That boy can fight. And I like Kevin Newman too. Like I said, I like Shamar Canal. I don't know if Kevin Newman is signed to DHP though. I think he just be training with him. Jay Prince could be a great promoter, but he shares all his talent with Bob. Bro, you hit the nail on the head. Because you know Jay Prince got Abdullah Mason. He got some boys. He got Abdullah Mason. Do we got Troy Osley? He got a lot of them fighters that's with top rank they signed to him. Yeah, but he's sharing with old Bob. All should be on his undercard. No, he signed. That's kind of Kevin Newman signed with DHP. Oh, damn. I didn't know Kevin Newman had signed with DHP. Damn. Nah, bro. Bill ain't it. Bill is only focused on Devin Haney. That's all he fought. And what's the other son he got play tennis? Ain't the other the mixed breed, the one he got with the white woman, the son he got with the white girl? I think He got him boxing now, some shit. Yeah, Bill just focused on his kid. He all about his kids. But he don't give a damn about Canal. And Canal is decent. Bro, to me, Canal ain't all that. He ain't nowhere near compared to Amari Jones. Canal alright to me. He kind of good, but Amari Jones is good.
Seeing what Terrence did not that long ago,
You
did that
goddamn right outside with pro.
give you motivation?
And I ain't too fond of pro box, but shit. At least they keep you active. Man, Devin ain't. You go over there with DHP. Like I said, man, Kevin Newman fought, what, 4 months ago? He fought a couple months ago in Shreveport. Like, bro, he should already have another fight coming. Like, it's,
And because if
Bro, Kevin Newman got one of them kind of careers, bro. It's so sad. It almost remind me of Andre. Yeah, Probot's giving your ass 50-50. Yeah, Probot putting your ass in hot water. I still don't like how they done old Joe Sean James, putting him in there with Lester Martinez. Man, and it's like they was bigging up Joe Sean James like they was behind him. You motherfuckers set his ass up. You set his ass smooth up fucking with Lester Martinez. OTS if you a dog. Yeah. Hey, Shawa, have you heard of Breon Gorham? He at 140. He with OTS. I'm real big on him. He hang around Shakur and them a lot. Breon Gorham. I'm real big on him. Yeah, they did James bad. Yo, Jason. Hey, when I seen Bomac was in the corner with Lester Martin, I said, oh, no. Man, they just set that boy smooth up. Bro, Shawa, Breon, Breyon Gorham. He just had a fight a month or two ago. 140. Let me tell you something about Breon Gorham. He got some of the best defense in boxing. But he a killer, though. And he got power. Breon Gorham, straight out of Houston, Texas. That motherfucker can fight. That's one of my favorite prospects right now. He damn near a contender, though. I think he ranked in the top 15, not top 10. Maybe top 10. He might be ranked in the top 10. But I definitely think the top 15. Breon Gorham is different. Bro, I think the boy borderline special. Do you remember Robert Easter? Bro, that is such a disappointment. Robert fucking Easter, bro. I'm still mad about that Mikey Garcia performance he had. Mikey Garcia bullied the shit out of Robert Easter. Do you think he had sauce? And in his prime, could he mess with Devin? Hell no, Devin beat the brakes off Robert Easter. Robert Easter just never lived up to his. Nah, bro. Mikey beat the shit out of his ass. Yeah, 21 over 16 KOs. His defense is so fucking good. But he can punch too. Breon Gorham got great defense. Like, that motherfucker got sauce. Now, Robert Easter didn't have sauce, but he was all right. Didn't live up to his potential.
It was like for the longest time, people were questioning him, doubting him. He wasn't getting the big opportunities, the big fights. Do you see yourself in his journey a little bit as well?
I mean, I got my own journey. And we just getting started. I accomplished good things at 147. I was lineal champion. Undisputed unified lineal champion at 147. And now we at 54. I have the WBA, interim right now at the moment, but I'm looking to be 2-weight division world champion, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna collect all these belts too as well.
I feel like the pot of gold at the end of that rainbow is the Terrence fight. Do you think he sticks around long enough to fight you?
I heard after his last fight, he did like an interview. Somebody asked him a question about him fighting me, and I heard him.
Did you see? Boost is so terrible at answering questions. You didn't watch the fight. You didn't see the fight. You don't know what happened. But then you turn around and say, I think I seen him in an interview after the Canelo fight. So you saw the interview when they asked about you, but you didn't see the fight.
Say he's not gonna fight me.
Why?
Yeah, I guess he said not come back down to 154. So let that man enjoy his victory. He just beat Canelo. The face of boxing. So that makes Canelo. That makes Crawford the face of boxing at the moment. And he earned the right to fight whoever he want to fight. Yeah.
Were you surprised he looked that good against Canelo? Were you expecting that?
I didn't get to see it. You
didn't watch it?
No, I didn't. Come on. See it. I was in the middle of camp.
I know Netflix. You're eating breakfast. So you put it on. No,
I didn't get to see it. I was in the middle of camp, and I think the fight came on like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it did.
And I had 2 workouts that day, so I was trying. I tried to stay up, but I could. I was tired, and but like I said.
Yeah. Bubba said he was tired. I had camp that day. I'm tired, boss. Yeah, all kind of shit was going on today. Canelo fought Terrence Crawford.
But
He
I
just
mean, like I
didn't make
said,
time to see the fight.
I think he did a great thing for boxing. You know, I seen he looked good from what I seen from the highlights and things like that. He looked good and you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? He
Booth's way too much of a student of the game to say he only watched the highlights of Terrence Crawford Canelo. Bro, you done watched that whole fight by 10 times.
Hall of Famer. What is like 3-week division?
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumped from 54.
Yeah, I told you, yeah, watch that fight. Bro, I swear, Booth just put his foot in his mouth. Like, you didn't think that when you said that shit, it was going to come off as weird, bro. One of the most watched fights in the last decade, and everybody saw it but you. I just thought.
He really could say 47
yeah.
to 68. You know, and nobody has done that. You know, he did a great thing for his team, and for him and his team. You know.
Do you think he retires?
Like I just said, I feel like he could do whatever he want.
I'm telling you, Boots do not like questions. Boots and Bug got the nigga. They do not like hearing questions about each other. He get irritated. He irritated like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Why do you think he doesn't want to fight you?
I mean, I can't really say.
That'd be a huge fight too.
I'm not him. Yeah, it definitely would be a huge fight for boxing. Everybody always said he want to see it, you know, and I don't know, but like I said, he could do whatever he want. He pick whoever he want, and
sure.
I don't know. I just think like I said, he just do whatever he want. You know,
would you go up if he said, I'll do it at 160 or 168? Would you consider that, or is that too big?
If I go up, I can come back down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to accomplish my goals at 154 for sure. And like I said, let me run through these guys. I just want to shut all y'all up and then just make sure. Like,
don't say all y'all. By the way, you know we're not hating on you.
No. I'm saying, I'm saying, I just want to share.
Like I said, bro, I got to give Boots credit. I think he really on a mission at 154. Yeah, he still want it. Yeah, that's why he said, let me just focus on 154. That motherfucker, I'm telling you, bro, he got it. Bro, Boots is on demon time when it comes to 154, bro. He wanted to be understood, bro. Because y'all been telling me these dudes, I can't fuck with these 154 pounders. Boots on a mission at 154. He trying to step on shit.
Well, yeah, and letting everybody know that this really my division, and I'm gonna show everybody that I'm really the best in the world.
Do you feel like there's a little bit like you need to put some respect on my name here? Like, do you feel like people the last few fights have gotten away with questioning how good you are, your ceiling, and all this stuff, and now it's time to, you know, as the great Roy Jones once said, y'all must have forgot now, prove to them who you really are?
Roy said, what did he say? He said, they say I ain't fighting nobody, I just make them look like nobody. And that's real rip. You know, for Stan Jonas.
Like I said, bro, T.O. done dug Devin 3 times. That fight still ain't dead. Devin still gonna hope to fight T.O. one day. Fighters duck all the time. That don't mean that shit dead.
And leading up to that fight, everybody was like, "Oh man, I don't know about this fight. Stanionis gonna do this."
By the way, I appreciate y'all so much for hitting the like button. That's much love. I don't even really like to say hit the like button, but I appreciate it. I see the likes. I definitely appreciate y'all so much.
Stanionis gonna do that. He too tough. He this, he that. And then when I beat him and I made it easy, everybody was like, he was supposed to do that. So with me, I feel like,
who do y'all think is the toughest fight for Boots at 154? You think it's a Bass? You think it's Fundora? I would say it's out of them two. Because that Mertazayo shit ain't what that is. T.O. versus Devin is dead to most fans. It ain't dead to Devin. I tell you, Devin will go right back in negotiations with T.O. I'm telling you, bro, Devin ain't gonna never give up on that fight. I remember way back when T.O. beat Loma, that motherfucker gonna say he want $10 million to fight Devin, and he hadn't even made $500,000. Devin, they would never give up on that fight because Devin and Bill know that T.O. style is tailor made for Devin, so they obsessed with that fight. They ain't gonna never let that shit go.
It don't matter. No matter who I fight, they always gonna say something. Oh, he was supposed to do that, or we already knew he could do this. Like, but it's just they always like kind of like.
And I do think that, bro. When Boots step on these dudes at 54, I think they're going to be like, yeah, these dudes tailor-made for him. They're too slow for him. And they're going to be like, well, he need to do something at 160. I'm telling you, bro, they're going to downplay it. I think Zayas could give Boots a problem with his movements. I think Boots too slick for... Well, I think it'll be interesting the first half of the fight. Because T hooks... T Hooks don't look good coming for it. T Hooks. Oh, T.O. Oh, T.O. Yeah, T.O. don't look good. Hell no, he can't come forward. T.O. likes a fighter that's aggressive, that comes to him so he can look athletic. He like a slow-footed fighter to come forward like Josh Taylor so he can counter you and look athletic. But if he got to go get you, he don't like that. He can't stand a slick boxer. That is his kryptonite. T.O. cannot beat a slick. Richardson Hitchens, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur. Black fighters are a nightmare for T.O., bro.
They don't play in what I do, and then I got
What's
used.
good with my man Diddy Knows Ball? Oh yeah, by the way, subscribe to Shawa. Subscribe to her channel, bro. Subscribe to my brother Diddy Knows Ball. Subscribe. I want to always say that when I go live to definitely support other channels that's in her. Subscribe. Go subscribe right now. He moved to 54 at the wrong time. He only thought it was because we thought Spencer Bud was going to beat her. I understand that, but it's also Boots would stop Fundor. Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, for sure, Shawa. And I really like your channel. Like, really subscribe to her. She been on her shit, and she really fucking know boxing. Yeah, you're subscribe, bro. I'ma always say that. I don't think it's about Bud and Spence no more. Cause people ain't even talking about Spence. You know, and Bud doing what he doing. People been talking about 54 because everybody's excited about Fundor or Bakram. And it, you know, before Tim Tszyu got stopped twice, Tim Tszyu was like a factor. You know, everybody was talking about, they were trying to make him a star. You know, like his pops and shit like that. Bro, Spence was fooled at 54. He never gonna be the same after the Bud fight. Food to say he fooled at 50. See, there you go, stop mo. You back on that bullshit. Yeah, Trout would have stopped Spence. Callum Walsh and Callum Spill would have stopped Spence. You back on that bullshit, bro. Yeah, talking about he gonna be fooled. No, Spence ain't fooled at the wrong time. 154 is still hot. That's what I'm saying. 154 still hot, bro. Like, it ain't the wrong time. It's just, you know, Bud ain't there. But you got a lot of fights there. You got a lot of fights, bro. They was building Tim Tszyu. You still got old Bakram. They saying he a monster for destroying Tim Tszyu. And Fundor, bro, I'ma say this. I think Abbas is the most dangerous fighter at 54, but I think Fundor is somewhat the man to beat. I think he unified. I think he got 2 titles. If Dale Hitchens and Norman at 47, oh, that's better than 54 dudes. I'm gonna say this: if Hitchens, Norman, Devin, Hitchens, Norman, Devin, maybe 2 other names, and then I'll probably say that, yeah, it'd be fucking with it. Do you think Abel Sanchez is a good trainer? No. Nope. Thoughts on Tim Tszyu training and Abel Sanchez? Yeah, Tim Tszyu, he still ain't gonna get his ass out the way of them shots. Yeah, the boy just slow footed. Yeah. The boy got on the motherfucker got rocks in his goddamn socks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the boy just heavy on his front feet. Yeah, Abel Sanchez ain't shit.
To it, you know,
and I think the boy was a traitor. What you training you know, I'ma leave that. I ain't gonna get into all that. That's Mexican folks' business. That's their business. That's Mexican politics. I'm gonna stay out of that.
I just
You're gonna train Triple G and he fight your fellow Mexican brother Canelo. Yeah. So yeah, you know, it's a lot of motherfuckers ain't loyal. Don't just put that on black folks.
I don't really care. I'm just here to shut everybody up and like run through the division and do what's best for me and my team and my family.
How has it been with Eddie? I believe it's been 4 fights with him, right?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, when he gets on the microphone.
You know, I will say this. I do like the fact that Eddie Hearn bigs up. I mean, Eddie Hearn, and I believe him. I believe children our future, teach them well, let them lead the way. Sexual chocolate. Yeah, I do believe that Eddie Hearn really believes in Boots. But I think Boots is a little too trusting with Eddie Hearn. Don't forget, Eddie Hearn is a slimy motherfucker. He'll turn on you at the drop of a dime. He did it to Joshua. He will turn on your ass. So Boots is a little too trusting when it comes to Eddie Hearn.
phone in the ring afterwards, because you're kind of a soft-spoken guy, man of a few words, and he cuts those promos. Yeah. WWE, you're a WWE fan, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, but
like he's like your Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying, like he'll do the work for you. Do you like that?
Yeah, for sure. All I gotta do is get in the ring. I do the easy part.
Yeah,
I get in the ring and
bro, you don't think Eddie Hearn turned on Joshua? You don't think that, bro? When Joshua was going against Wilder and they was going back and forth, bro, Eddie Hearn was on Joshua nuts. And then he did, bro. You don't think he turned on Joshua? Dope and dog, fool.
Knock whoever out or look good doing it. I do the easy part. He got the hard part of the talking.
Yeah, but I feel like he does, for someone with your personality, he does a great job because he'll talk the smack on your behalf. And it's not like unwarranted smack, but he's calling everyone out because, you don't want to do it, whatever, that's not your style.
Oh, boy, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Dre. Yeah, he turned on Joshua, but Eddie really turned on Devin. Eddie used to big up Devin. Eddie turned on Devin so bad. And the sad thing is Devin was actually cheated. Eddie turned on Devin. Eddie last video, that motherfucker said, I think Bill and Devin, I think that he's afraid for his son to get punched in the face. I swear to God. Eddie he was saying it so sarcastically. Yeah, I think Bill's afraid of the guy getting punched in the face. Well, for it's easy work for Boots. Yeah, Boots could take over 60 and 68 facts. Abdullah Mason versus Freddie Roach. If Roach beats, you mean Lamont Roach? If Roach beats Pitbull, well, that's at 140, and I don't think Roach would fight Abdullah. He'll do that old bullshit like Tank done him. He'll act like he too big for Abdullah, and what has he done? Black fighters do that weak ass shit. Devin needs to take a pay cut. I remember that shit. Eddie flipped the script on Devin. I ain't bullshitting. We saw that shit. No, I was glad he turned on Devin. Thought he was his own promoter. Boy, you wild for that. But wanted Eddie to pay for his fight. Bro, that shit was funny as hell. No. I ain't gonna lie to kick it. When I was Team Devin and Devin couldn't do no wrong, I used to say that line ass shit. No, Devin got DHP. Devin got his own promotion to come. Dope and dog food. Devin, I swear, Devin, any fans used to do that shit. Act like Devin had DHP and that shit was a real promotion. Bro, you got to go through Eddie Hearn. You got to go through that white boy. You got to go through the zone. Yeah, we used to all count for Devin talking like he had his own promotional company. Man, you motherfucker keep acting like you got your own promotion. You got to go through Eddie Hearn. Your ass got to go through Eddie. You got to go through Bob. Or your ass got to go through Oscar or one of these white folks around this motherfucker. Yeah, talking about DHP. That shit ain't got shit with you. DHP can't do a goddamn thing without old Eddie.
You're a perfect match, in my opinion. Yeah. But on the surface, you would think like, oh man,
dude from He said it was right about the pay for your own shit if you're different. Pay for you just a free agent. Yeah, that's all that is. That's all that is. Yeah, it's the same old birdie. I'm so sick of Eddie. Yeah, bro, Eddie a slick motherfucker without anyone in their money. Yeah.
Philly guy from Essex,
you, bro, and that's what I'm trying to tell Boots. See, Boots, these fighters better start learning from other fighters' mistakes. Eddie will turn on your ass. These promoters, period, they will turn on you, bro. Eddie talking all that. Boots is the best fighter in the world, and all that. Man, let some shit go. He'll turn on you, bro.
He's a little bit posh. He's got the accent. Like maybe this wouldn't be a match, but for some reason it seems to work. Why does it work between you two?
I feel like you just said, like he.
Yeah, Boots better be careful. DHP want that work fronted from the connect. Yeah, he wanna get fronted 50 bricks. But talking about you the plug. You got the plug, but you the plug. DHP the plug, but you still want to be fronted by 50 bricks.
Does it work between you two?
Tank said Eddie was a snake.
Like you just said, like he.
Yeah, but Tank a sucker though. He said Eddie was a snake. But he was just saying that shit because Devin was signed to him. Yeah, Tank they do that old hoe ass shit. Earl did that shit with Bob when Bud was with Bob. Now I see Bob Brown, you on the wrong side of the street. So yeah, they do that old bullshit.
I do talk, but I don't talk as much because that's not my thing. You know, I do my talking in the ring.
I remember Earl Spence fans used to they were repping that PBC shit like it was a flag. I damn near thought that was a Crip flag. The motherfucker on Crip walk to that shit. Remember how they used to vouch for PBC and Al Heyman? Like that shit was a gang or something. Yeah, Spence fans used to do that old fuck shit. When last time you heard these motherfuckers say something about Al Heyman and PBC? PBC, Bud on the wrong side of the street. Y'all remember that soft ass shit? The plug can't even get his fight on his undercard. Hey, this is what I'm saying, bro. How you gonna be DHP, but you done dropped the Amari Jones? When the last time Canelo was on the undercard of a Devin fight? When the last time Kevin Newman was on the undercard of a Devin? So what the fuck is a DHP? You know. Bro, Tank is a clown. What he said about Eddie doesn't matter. Al Heyman pays his fighters allowance. They don't get all their money at what? Nah, bro, I ain't finna put that on Al. Nah, don't do that. Don't put it on the black man. Nah, I'm not gonna say Al, give him an allowance. And nah, bro, black fighters make real good money with Al Heyman. I done heard all of them say that. I ain't gonna put that on Al Heyman. Al Heyman pay his fighters very good. He paid Earl Spence very good. And Bud got a good check working with Al Heyman. I've been saying DHP need to get their own money up for sure in the Bay. Yeah, bro, and start some fights in the Bay. Get some fighters out the Bay. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
I do more so my talking in the ring. You know, I'm glad that I have, you know, Eddie to be around to like talk and say this and say that.
I mean, I don't trust Eddie, but he doing a decent job with Boots.
So I can back him up, and then he back me up. Yeah. It's like it go hand in hand. Like it all work, you know, hand in hand.
Did you like him at first, or at first you were like, I don't know about this dude?
Eddie was cool.
Yeah?
He was cool. Yeah, funny guy. You know, I love working with him. You know, whatever I ask for, you know, they do. You know, he do.
That's a fact. Yeah, Mexican fighters say the same. Like Leo Santa Cruz, he love Al Heyman. Boy, Leo Santa Cruz, Mikey Garcia, love Al Heyman. Yeah, Al Heyman, bro, the way they have blessed Benavidez, bro, Benavidez get big checks from the PBC. Big checks. That Caleb Plant shit didn't do no big pay-per-views, but Benavidez got a big-ass check. That Andrade shit wasn't no big pay-per-view, but Benavidez got a big check. Yeah, bro, yeah. Latino fighters get paid real good. They love Al Heyman. DHP don't have money to rent out an arena, and their roster isn't getting a broadcast deal. Naming their children Al. Yeah, Leo Santa Cruz. Yeah, name one of his kids after old Al. 903, been cooking 4 hours, almost 1 a.m. in Jersey. Oh, you from Jersey? Okay. Yeah, I'm out here in Texas. What fucking time? It's gonna be 12 out here in Texas.
Like I said, it's that time. We about to take over this boxing game.
Bro, when I tell you Al Heyman broke the bank for Canelo, he was paying Canelo like 40, 50 million to fight Plant and Jamel and shit like that. There wasn't no huge pay-per-view fight. They broke the bank for Canelo.
Division, but the boxing game. And,
okay.
Like I said, I'm about to prove and show everybody that I'm the best in the world.
That's one thing Eddie was smart about. Eddie was so relieved when he lost Canelo. That's when I knew Canelo really don't sell like people say. When Canelo left Eddie Hearn and went to Al Heyman, Eddie didn't look like he was hurt. That motherfucker was glad. I'm tired of overpaying this motherfucker. Bro, Eddie Hearn damn near told on Canelo. He damn near said that shit like, bro, I'm tired of overpaying this motherfucker, and I ain't getting a return on my investment. Yeah, he was happy when Al got old Canelo. Let somebody else overpay his ass. Now Turkey done gave him 150 million.
The motivation, like oozing out of you here, like a bit of a chip on your shoulder. I could feel it. I could see it.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm ready to show everybody up. And once I do, everybody that was saying this and saying that.
Hey, Shawa, you say everybody break the bank for Canelo. I'm gonna tell you one motherfucker, cheap motherfucker, that didn't break the bank. That goddamn Bob Brown. Nah, I'm not paying your shit. Get the fuck. That motherfucker full of that goddamn. No, Bob Brown didn't break the bank for his ass. Yeah, Bob Brown cheap ass. That motherfucker got billions on top of billions. Yeah, that motherfucker cheap than a motherfucker.
They're gonna be real sad over these next couple years.
And clearly the belts mean something to you, right?
Sure.
You want to be undisputed champion, unified champion. Can I ask you, because this has been a hot topic as of late, the belts.
Fat blew $1 billion on Canelo and Triple G. I think he's still trying to make that shit back. All that money he lost.
Zuffa's coming in and they want to create their own belt and make amendments to the Ali Act, trying to get away from the WBCs and the WBAs. How do you feel about that? Eddie been very outspoken about, we have to keep the belts. There's history.
For sure.
Ali held these belts. How do you feel about that?
You got to keep the belts for sure. It's definitely history, and without the belts, without those certain belts, you can't really say you have
Like I say, bro, sometimes I just be joking around. You think Benavidez got a weak resume? Yeah. But in his defense, part of his due, he's not in stacked divisions. Like, he leaving 168 once it's starting to get going. Like, 168 starting to get some names. Lester Martinez, Mbili, Pacheco, some more dudes I'm missing at 168. I mean, there's some names all up there. Like, Benavidez left 168 once the names coming. Now he at 175. Ain't too many names. So, I think his resume weak. Yeah, I think his resume weak. But yeah, like I say, bro, I be joking sometimes on these fighters. I have to high side on their ass. But I do really believe that Boots, he really want legacy, bro. He going after them belts. That's one thing I really believe about him. He going for them belts at 154. He going to knock them all down. I really believe that. He just say shit that sometimes he put his foot in his mouth, like most of these fighters do.
You see, and things like that. So I feel like you got to keep the belts. And
I'm telling you, bro. Going back to your question, Benavidez beat best win is 154 pound. Yeah, Andre. And he fought a 54 pounder in Lemieux. He fought a 54 pounder in Kyron Davis. Like, Benavidez's resume is, I don't want to call it trash. He don't have an elite resume. It's going to be hard for me to see Benavidez having a Hall of Fame career. Better be even Bivol about out the door. It really ain't no, like, I don't know, bro. But he talking about going to cruiserweight and beating, what's that Mexican that's with Oscar De La Hoya? What's the last name? Ramirez? The Mexican. What's the Mexican? Zurdo. Yeah, Zurdo. He talking about fighting Zurdo, but I don't think that's a great win. I mean, a cruiserweight is not deep. Benavidez is just in divisions where there's not a lot of competition.
They're trying to make it like UFC where they have a promotional belt.
Yeah, Zurdo ain't shit to me. Yeah, they keep bragging on. He fights so much better at cruiserweight. I don't think Zurdo is elite at all. I think he's a C+ fighter.
Yeah.
And I don't think Opataya is shit. Yeah, we won't get Ja Opataya and Zurdo. Yeah, I don't think Opataya ain't shit. I think Opataya is, I don't think shit of him. Zurdo, my favorite Mexican fighter. I mean, he alright. If I had to say the Mexican fighter I like the most, it's out of Jesse Bam and Jesus Ramos. I really like old Jesus Ramos because he can box. He ain't just Mexican style. See, because I don't like the Mexican style. Jesus Ramos do not fight like a Mexican. He can box. Jesse Bam don't fight Mexican style. So them the kind of Mexicans I like. I used to like Mikey Garcia. But yeah, I like Jesse Bam and Jesus Ramos.
About that.
At first, back in the day,
when you really look at it, Shawa, these divisions are not like. I feel like we need to go to tournaments to where everybody really, really fight each other, and we find out who can get all the time. Nobody's really mixing it up. Everybody want to move up weight divisions, jump up and jump here and jump down. Like, no, bro, they're not mixing it up. Who the fuck unifying at 130? Who the fuck unifying at 135? Who unifying at 126? Like, damn. Just no unifications, bro. El Mono? Who is that? You like El Mono too? When you say Mexican style, you mean pressure fight. Yeah, bro, and they don't have defense. I don't like that style. I don't like that Mexican style. I like Mexican fighters that fight a little more slick, like us. Like Jesse Bam fight like a black fighter to me. Jesus Ramos fight kind of like a black fighter. Now Jesus Ramos can fight, kind of coming forward Mexican style, but Jesus Ramos got a little more finesse with his game, and he ain't flat-footed. El Mano,
when I was like coming up,
what's his name? El Mano.
I'm like, it should only be like 1 or 2 belts. But now,
I was watching. Oh yeah. Okay, that's El Mano. Okay, yeah, I like Jesus Ramos. Yeah, he finna fight Shane Mosley. He finna beat the brakes off Shane Mosley. I did kind of like Cash Flow Diaz. He signed with Jay Prince. He had top rank. He alright. Cash Flow Diaz. He alright. But I don't think he gonna live up to his potential. He alright.
Now, like actually being in it, it's actually better because then you got something to look forward to or look for.
I'm gonna tell you something about Jesus Ramos. To me, if he was still at 154, I think that would be Boots' toughest fight, outside of Abbas. I thought Jesus Ramos, before he moved to 160, that would have been Boots' toughest fight. That's a much tougher fight than that Virgil shit.
Or something to say, like, I beat this champion, that champion, that champion, that champion, all back to back. Or you just fight one person and just beat him for...
Yeah, I had Lubin beating Ramos, but that shit was a close fight. And Ramos kind of, he had Lubin on the retreat a lot in that fight. But Lubin kind of boxed. He fought a safe fight to me. I feel like Lubin won, but he fought a very safe fight. Yeah, I thought he won, but,
No, and that's it. It's kind of like corny. It make it like less fun.
Right.
I feel like it's more fun when you got multiple champions.
And in the ranking.
Oh yeah, he beat the brakes off Joey Spencer. Hey, PBC was building Joey Spencer to be the next big thing. Boy, Ramos beat the brakes off Joey. Boy, yeah, PBC was building old Joey Spencer. They was building that motherfucker. I've been on Jesus, but I think Lubin beat him. Yeah, I thought Lubin beat him. I did. And I was like, damn, Jesus wrong. I think he just was too much of a pressure fighter. He didn't use intelligence and boxing technique in that fight. He was just trying to walk Lubin down. And I thought that was a terrible game plan. I think he should have boxed more, but picked his punches more wisely.
Things and whatnot.
Yeah. And you got different varieties of different people you can fight. So, yeah, I think it's keep the belts and it'll make better for, like, legacy for sure.
These amendments to the Ali Act is a very hot topic right now. How do you feel about this? Do you think it should stay as it is, or are you interested?
Bro, I swear to God, bro, they brought Dana White in for that Terrence Crawford Canelo shit. Can we say goodbye to Dana White? I don't like that motherfucker. I don't like most of these promoters, but I really don't like Dana White. That motherfucker a different kind of slave master. That motherfucker got a different kind of whip. That motherfucker got a whip with spikes on that motherfucker. That motherfucker draw blood when he hit. When that motherfucker hit you with that whip, boy, blood fly every guy. That motherfucker beat you like Conta, goddamn me. Mexicans still mad at Lubin over there. You goddamn right. They were mad as hell at Lubin over that Ramos fight. Yeah, they were mad. And I feel like this Virgil fight, that's kind of them trying to get their lick. Because I think Virgil going to stop Lubin in devastating fashion early round. I think Lubin going to have too much respect for him. I just don't trust Lubin's chin. I think Virgil going to clip Lubin something serious, bro. Neandra Thug. Neandra Thug. Yeah, the motherfucker ain't nothing but a monster fuck with the gangsters and shit. Motherfucker didn't even finish college and shit. Yeah, I know Dana White's story. Yeah, he tied in with them underground motherfuckers. Slimy motherfucker. That motherfucker is a demon, bro. That motherfucker is a slimy motherfucker. Yeah, I don't like Dana White, bro, at all.
Are you open to changing it?
No, you gotta keep that. You gotta keep that, and that's what's protecting us. So you gotta keep it.
They had a hearing last week, California State Athletic Commission, and there were no notable boxing people on it to fight on behalf of the boxers, to speak up on behalf of the boxers, and this was alarming to some people. And now, so it's moving to the next step, and it might actually get amended.
Oh, yeah, I never even knew nothing about it. That's crazy. That's crazy that we didn't have nobody from like the boxing community there.
It was a lot of MMA people.
Yeah, that's not right. They should redo it or just leave it alone.
You don't see.
Fighters don't realize how good they got it today, bro. A lot of them fighters in the 70s and the 80s, bro, they went through it. Fighters today, bro, These motherfuckers retiring rich than a motherfucker. Got all their faculties. They can talk, and that's what's up, bro. But you motherfuckers leaving with all your faculties in order, and you're getting money, bro. But just fight them fucking fights. Name them names. Shit.
Any sort of issues with it? You say keep it status quo. There's full transparency. You get to see the books, right? You get to see what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of these things are potentially going to go away.
No, they need to keep it the right way.
Yeah.
Keep the Ali.
Do you think that their model could work? The UFC model could work in boxing?
Don't settle for less.
Facts. Boost don't give a damn about the. I abs a 100%. Yeah, it don't matter what the chick. That's black folks. Let me tell you, them motherfuckers trust Eddie so much. They don't give. They just know that motherfucker believe. I believe in you. One thing I can say about the people of the world today. They see you with a good thing. They want to take it away. But I believe in you. That motherfucker believe in Eddie, boy. Yeah, that's that goddamn Johnny. Yeah, that's that goddamn Johnny up in this. Yeah, I doubt Eddie put Boost up to this. Huh? Not worried about Dana. Yeah, fuck Dana. Yeah, turkey. I don't like turkey either. I don't like turkey. I do not fucking like turkey either. But I damn sure don't like Dana. Nah, I don't like neither one of them, though. When you're a black fan and black fighters, it ain't nothing really too good for us, bro. Yeah, but like I say, we better off with these slave masters over here. I ain't got time to find these slave masters way over in Saudi Arabia and all that. Let's just keep dealing with Bob and, Al Heyman and Oscar and them. Fuck. It's just too many promoters coming in the goddamn game. They all gonna fuck over us. So yeah, let's just lessen the fucking. I'm about to listen to that nowadays. Prime Jermaine Taylor versus Prime Jamel Charlo. I got Jamel Charlo. Yeah, I didn't like Jermaine Taylor like that. Yeah, I didn't. Maybe I'm just being biased. I did not like Jermaine Taylor. I didn't like him. I did not like him. And yeah, he had them 2 fights with Winky, and you could at least gave Winky one of them fights though, if you ask me.
Things in boxing, boxers make more money than UFC players, so you can't really.
And I feel like he was much bigger than Winky Wright, because them fights was at 175. Yeah, Winky Wright was a clear better fighter than Jermaine Taylor, but
Like put them two like hand in hand like that. I don't think that's a good idea.
And what about that model where it's just like one promotion and you just kind of fight the guys in that promotion and there's no co-promoting?
I like the co.
Wasn't Jermaine Taylor trained by Emmanuel Stewart? Type that in the comments. I think so.
One, because like I said, you got multiple different people you can fight, and that's, for example, like in UFC. You could be a champion in UFC, but you can't fight the champion in Bellator. Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, perfect example, you couldn't fight Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, but that's the fight that everybody wants to see. Right. So, I don't like that. They should definitely have, do the co-promoter thing, co-promotion thing.
It's going to be interesting. Sure. I don't know how much, I know you got blinders on and you're focused on your career.
Yeah, I don't really try to pick too much.
Yeah. Do you watch the media? Do you read the stuff? Do you look at things, or you stay out of it?
Not really, but sometimes when I'm on Instagram or Twitter, you can't do nothing but hope to see it because it's in your face. Like, so sometimes I do see.
Okay. Also, I just remembered this shit. I done heard enough of Boots. I wish him the best. I think he's gonna take over 154. I think he's gonna take over 160. I think the boy gonna be special. I think he's gonna be great. But I'm telling you, bro, Sean Porter, I gotta play this shit, bro. I gotta let you hear this shit, bro. Because so many fighters are just capping for Triple G. I just don't get it, bro. It's just too much capping.
Go in later kind of conversations. I don't know. The first thing that came to my mind when you talk about Torrey Holt is I'm like, we got to consider who's throwing the ball at him opposed to who was throwing the ball to a transcending kind of fighter. And I think that's what gets you in. Is I'm like, I don't know. The first thing that came to my mind when you talk about Torrey Holt is I'm like, we got to consider who's throwing the ball at him opposed to who was throwing the ball to the other guys. Is team sport.
And Isaac Bruce is on the other side, who's a Hall of Fame. Marshall Falk's in the backfield.
Right,
Orlando Pace is blocking for you. He's a Hall of Famer. I get it.
It's a lot that goes into a Hall of Fame conversation. But when it becomes a Triple G, I just think that Triple G was kind of a transcending kind of fighter, and I think that's what gets you into the Hall of Fame sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not necessarily
him being a transcending fighter. That's what gets you into the Hall of this motherfucker.
The resume only, it's not only.
So now the resume don't matter. He's just a transcending kind of fighter. Sean Porter, I swear to God.
How you handled those guys, but and I think even for myself as well.
Like, bro,
my style.
If you match any fighter up right and they just get dominant wins, you saying they deserve to go in the Hall of Fame just because they look so spectacular? It don't matter who you fight, long as you look extremely spectacular. We're gonna dumb down the Hall of Fame to if I just put you in there with a bunch of motherfuckers off the street and you look spectacular doing it, though, that's good enough to be in the Hall of Fame. Just listen to this shit. I gotta rewind this shit.
Triple G was kind of a transcending kind of fighter.
This motherfucker on dope and dog food.
I think that's what gets you into the Hall of Fame sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not necessarily the resume only, it's not only how you handled those guys, but and I think even for myself as well, my style is kind of imprinted in people's minds when they talk about me. And that style, I think, really, in some ways, defines boxing. Going after it,
Seems that's the criteria now. Any old thing. Yeah, long as you look dominant, long as the knockouts look spectacular, fighter of the year, salute to you.
For the kill, being defensively aware and all those other sorts of things. Triple G was one of those kind of guys that when you hear the name Triple G, first thing you think of is how hard he could hit. And then once you start to dig into, his resume and
how hard he could hit, when Triple G stepped up competition, he stopped getting knockouts. He couldn't knock out Danny Jacobs. He couldn't knock out Canelo, and his ass couldn't knock out Derenchenko. And I thought Derenchenko and Jacobs beat his ass.
Amateur pedigree and all kinds of things. You look at it and you say, oh, he's for sure. I'm
telling you something, Derenchenko damn near made Triple G quit. I'm telling you something. I seen the boy. Yeah, the boy looked like, I'm down on bended knee.
To be a first ballot Hall of Famer, I got a feeling he will be.
Oh, he will.
And it's just, he was transcending,
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll ultimately, I got to submit my ballot by next week. So my votes I gave so far were Antonio Tarver, Fernando Vargas, Israel Magnifico Vasquez, and Nigel Benn, because Nigel Benn beating Gerald McClellan in '95.
Fernando Vargas a Hall of Fame? No.
That fight is as good as brutal as it gets, mm-hmm. And I rate Gerald McClellan very highly. So for him to do what he got knocked through the ropes in the first.
And I don't think Nigel Benn is a Hall of Famer either. Nope.
Round got up and knocked Gerald McClellan out. Oh. So to me, that's a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. And I was tempted to be a wise ass, mm-hmm. and go, well, since everybody loved this non-title fight between Eubank Jr. and Ben so much. Mm-hmm. Why haven't you guys voted them in the Hall of Fame? Uh-huh. I'm over here saying, what's all the hoopla about a non-title fight with the WWE storylines? You guys are telling me it's the greatest thing.
Yeah, he broke a title defense record. I agree with him being a Hall of Famer, but he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I find it amazing that Wilder don't get the credit, though, for 10 title defenses. But everybody talk about Triple G and all his title defenses, but Wilder had 10 title defenses, too.
Ever. Uh-huh. Well, then, should I give my last vote to Chris Eubank to get in the Hall? I'm being a wise ass.
No, I got you.
But but with Golovkin,
I ain't mad at the thought process.
Well, here's what made me at least
he hopped up like the damn grave digger.
Want to drag my feet, and I'm gonna vote for Golovkin. But is that?
Let me tell you something, bro. Listen, I'm just gonna say this alone. The way they hyped him up and the way he didn't live up to that hype, that alone, he's not a Hall of Fame. Bro, they was trying to say Triple G was gonna be a top 5 middleweight of all time. Wilder didn't break any record and never unified. But I'm saying if he had 10 title defenses though, and we talk about Triple G's title defenses. Nah, bro. I'm gonna say this another thing. Wilder beating Ortiz, Luis Ortiz is a better win than anything Triple G ever did. That Luis Ortiz was a monster, bro. Yeah, nah, I gotta give him that. Luis Ortiz is a better win than anything Triple G ever done. Luis Ortiz was a very intelligent fighter, southpaw Cuban fighter. You can't tell, and he had power. You can't tell me Ben wasn't on some shit that night. Yeah, dope and dog food.
Moore just got in last year. Antonio Tarver knocked Roy Jones out. Made even Roy Jones was forced to lean back.
Everybody know Tarver. They're gonna put him in the house just off that Roy shit alone, you know. But I love that Benoit Hopkins fight, boy. Benoit Hopkins beat the brakes off Tarver ass. I love that.
Joe said, and they almost got into a fight over that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You just said Danny Jacobs is better than Luis Ortiz. Dope and dog food. You're on dope and dog food, bro. No, bro. Danny Jacobs was good. No, not better than Luis Ortiz. Nope. And I thought Danny Jacobs beat Triple G. No, bro. No. Okay, who the fuck did Danny Jacobs beat? He ain't never beat Maul. He ain't never beat Andre. Danny Jacobs ain't got no hellified wins on his resume. Yeah, he beat Derenchenko. So, Danny Jacobs is not better than Luis Ortiz. No. And Danny Jacobs did a lot of weird shit, and he wasn't consistent. No. But I thought he beat Triple G though. I thought Danny Jacobs beat Triple G. Absolutely.
Beat me up, Roy. I love you, Roy.
Well, when he fought Canelo, I felt like he folded. Danny Jacobs did not want to beat Canelo. When you look at that fight, he just didn't want to win.
But I was heartbroken. So
right.
I remember being on vacation.
Danny Jacobs had a very disappointing career. I admit the boy had a lot of potential, but he wasn't better than no Luis Ortiz. Nah.
My homeboy at Laughlin, right? And we're rushing to the bar as 13-year-olds to see the fight.
Oh yeah.
And we got drunk dudes. Roy Jones got knocked out. We're like, what?
Yeah.
So he made the sports world stop. Forget boxing.
Right.
You got any excuses tonight? Roy Jones was #1 pound for pound for a decade.
Yeah.
And he knocked him the F out.
Yeah.
I don't care if Antonio Tarver had one professional.
Jacob beat Peter Quillen. I mean, bro, Jacobs was good, bro. I just don't pick him over Ortiz. It ain't a terrible argument, but Jacobs not better than Luis Ortiz. But I get it, bro. I think you just looking more at the potential. Jacobs had a lot of potential. And he wasn't no hellified switch hitter. That switch hitter, he could have kept that shit. He could have just stayed orthodox. That switch hitting shit was not effective.
Win and had 18 losses. He's got to go win. He's got to go win.
He's got to go in because of what he did. See, that's what I was saying about.
Right.
You know, sometimes it's just kind of those. I think there's marquee moments that you can have in your career which kind of solidify your Hall of Fame recognition. I understand what you're saying, but I guess for the second word, it's got to be realistic, or maybe others are more realistic, or I'm sorry, not more realistic, but others are looking past that realism into other things and looking at his career. I know he had
Sean Porter, I swear he sounds so dumb and smart at the same fucking time. I can't listen to all this, bro. I'm done. I think I've covered enough. Sean Porter just done took me out the game. I don't even want to talk no more. I swear to God. Sean Porter is just the smartest dumb motherfucker I know, bro. He just say some of the most intelligent, stupid shit that I've ever heard in my life, bro. Like, this motherfucker is smart and dumb at the same fucking time. This motherfucker said Triple G is a Hall of Famer because he looked ferocious. And he beat dudes so badly, and he just looked so good beating nobodies. Like, bro, it's just a sad day in Black America, bro. I can't do it. Yeah, I've covered enough Shout out to y'all for coming up in this motherfucker. I appreciate you. It's much love. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles Jack. With that, I'm out.